Welcome to Coach Hayes Football Live. He can talk about anything from high school to the pros. This guy knows the game, so you better not be half-stepping.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is going to agree with me before they agree with you.
Strap in, because Coach Hayes is about to
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Go ahead and
right here, right now.
subscribe now and check out CoachHayesFootball.com.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Appreciate it to another great episode of a Coach Me Coach podcast here on the Coach Hayes Football YouTube channel and your boy, Coach Hayes. Man, we got a lot to talk about, a little bit of time to do it. We're not going to be here all night, but we're going to have a good time. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling, man. Listen, I missed y'all yesterday. Took care of some stuff. You know, in the summer, man, you got to take care of some things. I know y'all be looking for Coach, man, but Coach be out here coaching, man, so we got to make it happen. But anyway, we ain't gonna miss it. We're talking about Marcellus Wiley today. Talk about Big 12 Media Day that kicked off today, and some of the exciting things, as well as I have a guest. But before I bring them on, like I said, we're gonna do a quick little roll call. We got quite a few people already rocking and rolling, letting the algorithm get into their phones and let them click on in real quick. Elite Cuban Kane, Hayes ducking that smoke in the pencil fight, yo, and College 27. I got to get up on the College 27 tip right quick. I got to make sure I'm on it, but I'm never without my pencil, bro. Listen, let me tell you something. Elite Cuban Kane, I keep telling you, when I see you, I ain't never seen you before in life. I don't even know what you look like, but you've been rocking with Coach for a long time. But the only way I'm going to know you, if you ever walk up on me, extend your pencil first, and it's going to be on and popping. That's all I'm going to say. I don't even want to say hello, no greeting. Hold your pencil out. I even let you get the first lick. I hold mine out. And I'm going to give you this work. I told you I won the state championship in 87 in Lakeland. Broke a dude pencil in 3 strokes. 3 strokes, if you understand me. That's why they call me Coach 3 Strokes. We don't play around. And I'm talking about pencil fighting. But anyway, also, Marcellus Wiley, we're going to get into that. Like I said, I want to discuss a few things. Right here, quick. Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. What's good, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Appreciate you, man. Y'all go check him out. Got to be the hardest working man on YouTube. Over 50,000 uploaded videos. I think somewhere around there, 30,000. I don't know. But hell, go check him out. Real quick, 863 Kane. Speaking of 863 Kane, man, appreciate you coming through. Guess what time it is? It is time for the annual Coach Hayes Football College Fantasy Football League. So it's coming back. So stay tuned within the next week or two, probably 2 weeks or so, because I may have to fly out of town for a little bit for a family thing. But like I said, in the next 2 weeks or so, we will open up the thing. If you're a member, you're going to get first dibs in the Discord to get first. And here's the deal. Here's the thing. First come, first pay, get the first thing in the how do I say it? I'm all jacking it up. The first person to pay gets the first seat in the pecking order, if you know what I'm saying. It ain't gonna be randomized. You pay first, you get first. You get the first seat in the house. It's gonna go just like that. How about that? So again, we had a $25 league. We got a $50, $100, and I'm looking to see if anybody first spot. Thank you, 863 Kane. Sometimes I get so excited, I'll be ready to take off. I'm trying to see if we got some real G's out here. Some real G's out here. Y'all want to do $1,000 one? Ooh. Or at least a 500. We got 50, 25, 50, 100. I said, what is it? 10 times your money. 100 gets you 1,000. Ooh. 1,000 gets you 10,000. See, you put your money where your mouth at. A thou wow gets you 10,000 wow. I'm just saying. 10 times your cash. Y'all know how it is. All automated, all computers. It is what it is. So I'm just saying, y'all tell me what's really going on. They say sounds good to me. Hey, I'm just saying, I see that Georgia Bulldog up there, Trey. You might as well go and throw some of the Georgia Bulldogs on your draft status. That's all I'm saying. We're going to get back to it. Yeah, I'm just saying. That's just me. However you want to do it. We got, we do the draft live and all that good stuff Look at that blood sunworm say, put me down for 1,000. No, man, you won't even join the doggone Discord. Come on, blood. You won't even put $4.99 down, $4.99. And you talking about put you in for 1,000. Wow. I don't know about that. You got to send me a cashier's check. I only believe your money real. But anyway, he said, I'm in for the $100 league this year. But like I say, we're going to make it happen. All right, real quick, let's go ahead and get into this deal. I'm just going to talk about it. Then I'll bring my guest on, and then that way we'll kind of go down the list, and then we got to go on too far moment as well here. Neck bone? Hold on, neck bone. See, this is why I don't trust you, neck bone. You talking about you a USC fan. First, you was a Colorado fan. Now you hate Colorado. Then you a USC fan, and you got a Georgia Bulldog. Man, you like a doorknob. Everybody get a turn, man. Everybody get a turn with you, neck bone. Maybe that's why they call you neck bone. Huh? Golly. But anyway, let me go ahead and do this, man, without further ado, man. I know I'm rambling and stuff. We getting it in. Y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all clap it up for my dog. Y'all seen him here before. He going to drop some knowledge, some info, and make it happen, man. Y'all clap it up for my man, AG, in the building. I think I'm doing this right. I don't know. So let's bring it on. AG, what's up with you, baby? Let me hit you on. I got the mute on you. Talk to me. What's up with you?
What's up, baby? How you doing?
Man, I'm good. I'm good, man. We up here chilling.
I'm in the man. Can't hear you?
Yeah, we got you. We got you. So, yeah, we chilling, man. AG, we got a lot to talk about. A little bit of time to talk about it, like I said. Yeah, people don't know, man. We go, I can't say way back like 4 flats, but we go back far enough to know how the Cadillac ride, if you understand.
We was at least 3 flats. You know what I'm saying? Like we at least 3 there.
Hey, and it can't go to the back. That's all I'm gonna say. A decade.
Yeah, that part. Definitely.
That's what I'm talking about. Hold on, I think I saw somebody. I think I missed them, and I'm gonna be truly upset if I did. I think I saw. There she go. Shout out to Louetta Wilson in the building. Hello, Coach Hayes and Chatters. I can't wait for the Wilson report to come back, man, for my beloved Miami Hurricanes. Appreciate you stopping through. Thank you. North Florida Kane in the building. What's going on? Trey say, yep, you right. I don't know about turns, though. I know about them turns. Man, you all over the place, man. Golly. But anyway, AG, man, we in the building, man. We in the summertime. Outside of X's and O's, all type of things are happening. NIL, transfer portal, this, that, and now
portal
we got
portal done. Like it won't be too much portal magic. You know, it's done, and nobody ain't getting no NIL right now before the season start. But it's still a whole lot going on, man, in this sports world.
It sure is, man. It's a lot going on, and like I said, we got folks doing all type of stuff. Typically, we talk about players and stuff. We talk about little players being arrested. We saw the Terrion Arnold situation, so forth and so on. But now we on the Marcellus Wiley, former NFL player. Like I always say on this show, they're never gonna put your name first. They're gonna put what you tied to first. So former NFL star and Jacksonville Jaguar Marcellus Wiley was arrested on domestic violence battery. Apparently, it's come out that it's with his wife. I don't know how to pronounce her name. What do I even really remember? But she's a real housewife of Beverly Hills. What are these reality stars, celebrities, of something like that? And they were actually in our neck of the woods in Orlando at some basketball tournament, maybe with their kids or something like that. And they end up kind of getting into it. Based on what was reported, is that it's not the first time. This is the first time it was been reported, but it's not the first time it allegedly happened, as they say. Real quick, man, what's your thoughts on this? Because we talk about these, we talk about these players all the time, high-profile guys. Nothing is truly private. I mean, unfortunately, people get arrested for domestic violence every day. But when you are a face and a star and so forth, a talking head, it's going to be widespread news. What's your thoughts on it?
Well, man, I'm probably one of the few guys. Just like I'll go back to Terrion first. A lot of times, a lot of stuff that you see in the paper ain't necessarily what happened. So we can't say that that any of these guys did what they did. You know, I feel sorry for Terrion. I've known him since he was a little kid, good kid. I don't know, you know, from what I'm hearing from people that know him, it ain't like how they say. And so I use that to say, even with Marcellus, you know, domestic violence is something that's really tricky, you know, because you're dealing with, you know, a lot of different emotions. You're talking about a husband and wife. Uh, you know, so that we're clear, A.G. Wasim has no tolerance for any man putting his hands on a woman. For those who do know, and maybe you don't even know this, but my father killed a woman when I was 13 by beating her. So I have no tolerance whatsoever, you know. So a man should never put his hands on a woman because it's an unfair fight. Period. I don't care if your woman can beat you up. Like, it's only one dude I get. Hey, my little sister, man, her boyfriend put her hands on her. And I called him, was like, bro, you okay? Because I know she whooped his ass. But that's a whole other story. And she got, hey, I'm telling you right now, she the only person that I realize, I can tell you right now, I want her back to back with me. I feel comfortable. We gonna get out of where we at. But all jokes aside, man, I hope it's not true for Marcellus, because, you know, he has a platform, one of the biggest platforms. I enjoy his show. I just think that, you know, men got to keep, like, no matter what a woman does, you have to lead a situation. You know, from what I'm gathering, you know, this, like you said, this happened at a basketball game, kids think, so there's a lot of witnesses. So I don't know, and I do know that, you know, it's been reported before that he's had other issues. So I don't know, you know, I mean, like, I'm also the kind of person, like I tell my son, if everybody's saying you do something, it's probably you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know the man. I wish him the best of luck. The very articulate brother, came from, you know, the streets of Compton, you know, which are definitely hard to go all the way to an Ivy League school. So he's obviously intelligent, but you just can't put your hands on a woman. And the problem is, and this is the real problem, women who don't really get hit and they start this kind of stuff, that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, like, because, you know, just like, hey, we had a kid that we know that was in Florida State. No, I'm talking about women. No, let's make sure we clear. Women who don't get hit, and they out here saying they get hit and lying on these guys. Then so people don't believe the women who really do get hit. You know, because
I took it wrong then. My bad, because I took it as women that don't get, like, they ain't never been punched before, but you're saying that they don't.
No, definitely not that. But there's women out there. There's women out there crying wolf. We had a kid that we know, I'm not even going to say his name, but the kid was a starting quarterback at Florida State, was going into his senior year, and the woman said he hit her. He didn't hit her, but by the time the season was started, they realized he didn't hit her, but it was too late. He couldn't go to Florida State. He had to go to, you know, he went to your school, as a matter of fact, and ended up being, you know, player of the year. But you know, it never let him get back on track. Just like the girls who said that your boy Sean opened, that he did something to her at Baylor, and he didn't do it. And so this kid was 6'7", 300 pounds, all muscle, first round draft pick. Now 8 years later, he never got a chance in the league. So I mean, so that's the problem. I hope and pray that Marcellus didn't do it. But you know, if he did, you know, he definitely need to be prosecuted to the furthest extent of the law, because the reality is, like I tell all these brothers, you know, we all have a mother. Mm-hmm. We all, you know, some of us don't have sisters, but we got aunties. And I'm telling you right now, you can't touch nobody with the last name Wasim and think that you got to see me, period. And then I'm getting a little older, I'm getting close to 60. You got to go see my sons. But I've understood that in my sons a long time ago. We'll go to jail behind ours.
And I get that. I totally understand. Here's what I'll say, because I have two emotions about this. My first emotion, I completely share what you're saying 100%, right? I totally understand. You shouldn't put hands on all of those type of things. With that 1,000%. The next thing is, like we've talked about this on this show, and I've always asked this question: how do people, not just men, but women, whatever, protect themselves in this situation, in the accusation, right? It's very hard to do so. I mean, you're in your home, you ain't got cameras on you all day. You know, you're not a live streamer, you know, and so it becomes this, that, and the third, and relationships do get complicated. My problem, like I've said, is I think a small percentage, based on the amount that it happens are women who are lying. I really believe that. I believe that it's a smaller percentage that is lying. Unfortunately, sometimes that is being used as a leverage point, as a get back, as a way to show you this, that, and the third. Okay, that's that. My problem is what recourse does the person have that's being lied on? I'm not going to say the man, because it can be anybody in any situation.
Right.
And what I have an issue with is you have lost everything, and that's right. You have to spend a bunch of money defending yourself.
Correct.
You are always going to be a distraction because people are always going to tie you to whatever that was, whether it comes out the truth. And I've always said this: the accusation and allegation is more dangerous than the outcome, right? Because you come out and be found not guilty. It don't matter. And we saw that with OJ. We saw that with OJ. Literally with OJ, it came out not guilty. And he's still guilty. The Buffalo Bills clearly just showed you it doesn't matter the outcome. It matters the allegation, because they wouldn't even put his name up in the new stadium in the Ring of Honor. But I guess they're going to try to use the second time he went to jail as a way to justify not doing it, because you understand, he got off the first time, he was innocent. The second time he goes to jail to get his memorabilia back, and then he do some time. But I'm just saying, it goes to show you that the allegation does a lot more damage than the outcome. That's really what I'm trying to get down to when it comes to that kind of stuff. That's that.
Yeah, OJ had to go to jail for getting his memorabilia back. That's a cold lick, boy. That's a cold lick. But OJ had to know, man. Like OJ had to know, like it was not like if they could have took OJ to the People's Court, they would have. Like OJ, like they was gonna find him guilty or something. So he had to know, just like Marcellus. I mean, you done had too many incidents that pop up, man. Like somebody in the chat said, really, and somebody in the chat really said it. You got to walk away, man. And ladies, I'm not. This is for the ladies out there, and this is AG Wasim talking, not Coach Hayes. But sometimes some of y'all really do too much, and that's just being honest. And so, I don't want to get on you, Coach, because I can get them off of me. But the bottom line is, ladies, sometimes y'all do too much. And fellas, it's gonna happen. I teach my son that all the time. But guess what? As a man, you got to walk away. And then some of them are gonna throw themselves in front of as you trying to walk away, they're gonna throw themselves in front of the door and and be like, oh, you can't move me, all that kind of stuff. But you gotta figure out a way to get up out of there, man, because like you can't
go
win.
Like your football skills and hit her with a kick move.
Hey, throw some money on the table. She'll get her ass up and go get that money, and then you just get her out the door. But I tell cats all the time, man, like you have to leave, because even in my father's situation, he wasn't trying to kill the woman. He threw her, she hit her head and died. And men, we're a little bit, we're stronger than women. It's an unfair fight. It really is. Like if your woman can beat you, then you probably don't need no woman. Like it's just that simple.
Real quick, speaking of the Wasim family, I have the opportunity to be around a lot. Matter of fact, your daughter she just sent me this. You were talking about she whipped the dude, and she sent me the video. I'm gonna just go ahead and just share this right quick. The video of her whipping my man. If you don't mind, I just put this up here on the screen. This her tearing his head off. Because the Wasims don't play, dog. Listen, she doing her boyfriend.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, that might be my sister. I told you, man, I'm not trying to be funny. My sister's like that, bro. I'm telling you. But I tell you, she might be related, man. Because when I tell you, my sister, she shaped like that, and she swing like that. But
let me tell you something. Here go the worst part. They called the police. They came through. But watch how smooth the Wasims are. But I want you to watch how smooth the Wasims are. Look at that. Look how smooth shit.
Get your son. Right.
I'm just saying. But hold on. But watch when the police come. Watch how smooth she play it off and then get right back to work. And see, she don't play no games. This might be my going too far moment right now. Where I don't have to play one late.
Hey, man. Hey, that. See,
Hold on, look at the police. Oh, watch the police. We ain't doing nothing. We ain't doing nothing.
What city is that in, though? That's what I need to know.
Wasimville.
What city is that?
Let's get back to it.
Wow.
Let's get back to it.
Hey, man.
Hey,
that look like this.
But here's the funny thing, though, AG. The sad part is we sit up here laughing, right? Oh, God, I got all kind of stuff. The sad part, we sit up here laughing. Now, if it was the other way around, people like, man, come on, coach. But,
no. We laughing because, brother took an L, but my thing is, man, if you look, bro, like, see, that's another reason you run from the woman. Because if she put it on you like that and they video record it, you're gonna be a meme or something like that. That brother can never live that down.
Bro, that was in 1993. We talking 23 years later, dog. No, 33 years later.
No, like 35, 34, 35 years later.
Yeah, that's 1992. What is it?
That's 33 years later, bro. Because my kids was born in 93. So so hey, he gonna have to. He got to do that,
So
she gave him Killer Bee.
But you ain't see her die like she.
Oh no. So what got me was when she came back on him and it came back with the right hook. She got some skill sets.
Oh my God, man! But
like somebody said though in the comments, the sad part, the little kids was like it. They like watching it. And that lets you know it wasn't the first time.
No,
that lets you know, like the little kid wasn't even sweating. They was like, "Oh well, he's gonna get beat down."
Yeah, hey.
And you know what? And the sad part is, Coach, there's some women that saw that and was swearing down that she wasn't wrong. I'm telling you, there's some women that saw that and was swearing down she wasn't wrong.
Right. Anyway, let me do this. Let me say this because I said it was two parts to what you were saying. Here's my second part. My second part with Marcellus Wiley is one thing in life, and I had to learn this when I started doing this, right? You don't realize what the platforms are until you really in the fire, right? That kind of makes sense. Mm-hmm. And I watch Marcellus Wiley, not a super fan, but so be it. The thing that I think that's crazy is when the predator becomes the prey. And what do I mean? On his show, I've seen him ridicule people for similar accusations, right? Dog people out for similar accusations. And doesn't give, to your point, the benefit of the doubt. As he comes out and he puts a tweet out that says, I deny all allegations. I'll talk about it at a later date. It's ongoing investigation. Whoop, the whole 9 yards. I think the problem I have, and I understand why people do it, it's for the clicks and likes, but the problem is it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. And I'll take it to people like a Wendy Williams who make their living off of other people's downfall. And then when she had her downfall, now she want prayers. Then when she fell out at your liberty,
oh yeah.
I ain't feel no ways tired about it. Hey, whatever. And maybe people say, well, coach, you got it. Well, I don't have another cheek to turn. I'm just different like that. I'm not a very forgiving person in that sense. And when you make light of people's downfall and then something happens to you, I think it's such a hypocrite to ask for prayer.
Oh,
that's my
opinion. Don't know. No, you don't know. It's like what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Exactly. And so
and that's why you got to be careful. Like I always tell people, man, you got to be careful what you project on somebody else. Mm-hmm. I've been in this business, a long time as far as just sports thing, and I've seen plenty of kids, say simple stuff like, "Oh, I got more offers than you. When my senior year come, I'm gonna have all these offers." And I'm telling, hey man, be careful when you say all this, because at the time they might have had 20 offers as a sophomore. Now it's their senior year, they're not going to college. But they was the main ones laughing about another kid that was in that situation. So you got to be careful as you out here. You know, parents out here wishing harm on kids.
Yeah, I mean, and that's definitely a coaching point and a teaching point when you're dealing with kids. But I'm just talking about when you deal with people who live in these spaces, and I'm not talking about having a constructive criticism or a constructive critical viewpoint.
Praying for the downfall. You're talking about praying for the downfall.
When you're out here, and that's something, you know, I'm not a big fan of. I know DL Hughley's not a big fan of his for various reasons, whatever. I look at things a little different. You know, even on here, I may say things, but I always try to be very cautious of what I'm talking about, right? Like even with the Terrion Arnold thing, when I was just on here, somebody was like, Coach, you been here? No, I thought what Terrion Arnold did, and again, it's not out. But here's what I do know about feds, and you should know this too. This happened in February. If they just come in now, they're not doing this to lose. You understand what I'm saying? They got evidence.
Let's make sure we clear now that everybody here knows this. The feds ain't never coming to lose. But also sometimes the thing about the feds is they would use a lie to get a big fish. They do it all the time. Like, you know, that's why like the two things you don't want to mess with, period, is the feds and the IRS. I don't give a shit what happened. You need to make sure you stay clear of both of them. Because when they come in,
they won't be saying.
They both got like a 99% conviction rate, you know. So but I got a little insight on the Terrion thing, but everything that they're saying isn't necessarily what's true. And then what happens, just like with most drug dealers, and you know, you already know how that goes. With most drug dealers, he has six co-conspirators. So you know what? Hey, shit, I can give you Terrion if I can get some time off of my sentence. That's a lot of stuff that happens all the time. So so that's why I say, like, a lot of times you got to let the facts come out. But even when the facts come out, hey, the feds still win. Like the feds can have a video of you not robbing the place and you still go to jail.
Of course. But that's what I'm saying. When they come in, and they come in for whatever reason.
They didn't make their mind up. Right.
Yeah, but anyhow, like I said, as I look at this and I think about these situations, you know, especially the talking heads and so forth. You know,
hey, look what Troy 601 said. Look what Troy 601 just said.
Coach Hayes, what about the women that like they man hitting on them? Shouldn't you mind your business and let them be? Yeah, bye, man. What you talking about? What you talking about, nigga? What about the women that like they man hitting on them? Shouldn't you just mind your business? And I don't even know what you're talking about. Like that. What are you talking about?
Hope he ain't saying what I think he said. I hope he didn't mean it like that. Because Troy, can you give some clarification? Are you saying if women that like to get beat by their man, that like dudes should just not say nothing, or are they cool with it? Like, you know, me personally, I can't stand around and let no dude hit on a woman. I just ain't gonna do it. You know, because that could be my daughter, that could be my sister, my wife. I need somebody to protect.
Yeah, for sure. I don't even know what Nick Bone talking about. But anyway, yeah. So that's that situation. As of right now, I think I saw a report that his wife has filed for divorce. Which is a day later or 2 days later. So she has filed for divorce from him. I think they have 3 kids together, and he had one previous to their relationship. And I don't know how long they've been married. Yeah. So long story. You know, these are the things that happen. You know, it's part of public record, you know, so forth and so on. And from what I understood from the reports is that he put his finger in her cheek and threatened to lie. You got some wind blowing in your mic, AJ. I don't know if is it a fan or something. I'm not sure.
You know what? Hold on, it might be a fan. Hold on, let me cut this off because I've had
put some colors on, man. Don't stand up like that in front of the camera. Oh Lord, this is a family show.
Hey man, don't worry. They you know, like I ain't hurt nobody or nothing like that. You know, they ain't seen nothing but some shorts. You know, I wouldn't. You know, I got on my clothes. You know, you'd have a lot more followers if I did. But go ahead.
Yeah. Real quick, I see Owens on here says he married her 2 years after she said he R-worded her. What? I saw something about that, about he R-worded that. I saw Acho and them had it on the Speakeasy show. So I didn't get a chance to see it, so I didn't bring it up.
Say, we got, hey, bro, we got to leave on the. Hold on, man. Because you said I had to, I've been trying to avoid it and not look. But, man, do you know she accused that man of rape? We got to say
R-word on YouTube or grapes. YouTube will ban the whole black clothes.
Yeah, she accused that man of grapes.
Really?
Wow.
I saw the Speakeasy show had that on the title. But again,
that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Like, but you'd had 3 kids by him, and you should have left. It'd take him to beat you behind for you to leave. I don't know about all that one.
Getting a little shaky, baby. Oh, he said, "Why didn't he responded today?" I saw he put I didn't see the response, so if you can let me know, Owens, where it is, put that in the Discord because they probably won't let you put a link or anything up. I'll grab it, but I didn't see a response except for something he wrote on Twitter about he can't speak to everything because of all that happened.
She's supposed to get out of me though. I can tell you. Let me help you out. She claims of rape and abuse, and then Wiley basically came back and said she the ones who committed wrongdoings in their relationship. He got videos, photographs, text messages, emails, and other evidence that directly contradict the former Real Housewife of Beverly Hills.
Golly, I just put on Twitter what Big Tiger done did. Or Tigger.
Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that too, his wife, yeah. And we're not gonna have. I ain't gonna talk about Tig because that's my frat brother, and I know, so I definitely ain't saying nothing about him.
So hold on, I'll put this on here just to see. I watched it. I didn't see him. He didn't hit it. He's trying to get the phone. Like, hold on. This is my point. Hold on. I know we're supposed to be talking about Big 12, and we will definitely.
No. This, hey man, this all ties in.
Let me add this to the thing. Here's the video of him. Let me see.
Give me back my phone.
Get off of me!
Give me back my phone.
Get off of me!
Give me back my phone. What do you need it for?
Get off.
What do you need it for?
Get off me! Please get off.
As soon as you give me my phone.
Please get off.
It's my phone.
Please get off.
It's registered in my name.
Please get off.
Give me my phone.
You're sticking my earring in my ear.
Sorry.
Get off of me.
Give me my phone.
Please get off of
You
me.
can stay right on the floor.
You're a fucking man.
I'm not manhandling my phone.
Tigger,
Give
get
me
off.
my phone.
Do you not see all them crime?
Give me
Bro,
my phone.
why did you
Stop.
do
I'm
that?
not doing that.
Yes,
She
you did.
dropped. She dropped.
Bro, you're literally stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want
Bro.
my phone. She can give me the phone and it'll be over. She can give me the phone and it would be over.
Bro, just get over her. She's gonna
I'm
give
not
you.
on her at all. Give me my phone.
Get off of me.
Give me my phone.
Dude, if I was anybody else, you wouldn't be doing this.
If you say so. Give me my phone.
Bro, just get over her. You can buy a new phone. Mr. Tiger! Mr. Tiger, get off of her now!
Give me back my phone.
What's happening right now?
Yeah, that had to be one of her kids or something. But elite Cuban cane. What's up, Newt? Hey, you got that cane, so I know you're a cane master like myself. So do your thing. But yeah, they said Mr. Tigger. That got to be like her kid, because it can't be his kid. But they should have women across the country. If she win this one, if she win this one, hey, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, bro. If she win this one, bro, no. If she win this one, it's gonna be a lot of Negroes in jail because they don't want to give up their phone. I'm telling you that. Hey, they gonna start taking Negroes. Say me, my wife can have my phone. I'm 57, man. I ain't doing jack. But it's a whole bunch of Negroes, boy, that they gonna be looking crazy. Hey, he holding on that phone because he know he got something that she probably don't need to see. That's what it is.
But still, okay, hold up.
I got a rule though. If you go through my phone,
hold on, AJ. You have something of mine.
Correct.
Regardless of, it may be incriminating, but it's still mine. I don't see him striking her.
Nope.
She even said, "You're pushing my earring into my ear." He said, "I'm sorry," and moved his hand.
Right.
He's not
he was
stepping
just
on
trying
her.
to get his phone. Let's make sure we clear. He was just trying to get his phone. But the reality of it is this.
He didn't bend no fingers back. He didn't wrestle her arms behind.
Right. It's gonna be brothers that they whole family that like the wife gonna say that she took the phone and she gonna say that he touched her and he going to jail. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. Because if that video if they use that video clearly shows he didn't do nothing to her.
Right. He just said, I want my phone he said registered in my name.
Yeah, hey, man. I feel sorry for my brother because, hey.
Bro, this is, I just saw this for the first time. That's why I'm really putting it up here. Hold up, real quick. Here go another piece of it. Watch this.
Artemis right there. Stop. Both of you.
I don't care. She could just give me my phone.
She's literally fucking crying. I don't want to fucking hear it.
She could just give me my phone.
Okay, but stop right now because
She could just.
Yeah,
see, personally, now, first of all, let's make sure we clear. And I can't tell for other men, but little dude would have got knocked. Little dude, I would have handled him off the rip, like because you're doing too much, like and you start using profanity. Oh, I got to introduce myself to you, and she would have gave my phone. Like I told you can have it, but you're gonna give my phone. But man, please, like dude's like, man, I wish my wife would. Like she can have my phone. My wife want to go through it. She go play whatever. But if I tell you to give my phone and you don't, then we got a problem. And at that point,
I guess my problem
with regardless. Nowadays, dudes is too nice. They be wanting to be in a relationship so bad.
I guess my problem, bro, based on just this particular video, I can't speak if there's another one. First of all, she posted this. They're saying that she's on a video saying she posted this video. Okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna go down that road too long. I just feel like if that gets you put in jail, and we both going to jail because you're going to jail for theft, and I'm going to jail for getting my phone.
No, she's going to jail. She's going to jail, bro. I'm telling you, I'm paying off too. I got all my fans on.
Now you good? There's no more wind blowing. You good? You good? It was just one blowing right to the mic. Yeah, it was good. Whatever it wanted, it was just blowing right in the mic. You good? So,
all right.
Come on, Coach. I couldn't see you rolling on the ground like a sumo wrestler over a phone. He's wrong. No, he's not. See, y'all got to stop. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know.
He actually handled it pretty good because I wouldn't. Me personally, he was trying to get his phone back, and she deserved to give him his phone back. Honestly, as a woman, if a man won't give you your phone and you ask him for it, you should just ask him for it. If he don't want to give it up, then you got to make whatever decision you got to make.
Yeah, I'm thinking because they got a mug shot of him and everything. I'm thinking he done boxed the lady in or something. That's why I looked at it first before I put it up there because I don't want to have it. But when I looked at this, I said, I made a decision. Let me put this up here. Anyway, man, that's crazy. But anyway, we'll check that out later. Let's get into this Big 12 stuff, man.
Cool.
See, I don't even know when y'all be serious. Owner says, good, it was recorded. She got arrested today for kidnapping. What? So I don't even know if you're being serious or not, dog.
He ain't serious. He say, but to be honest, she should be arrested for theft of his property because that's his property. If we being honest, that's his property. That's not hers. The phone is in his name.
I don't know.
But in fairness, it's her property too because you husband and wife.
No, sir. Y'all stop that now, AG. You stop that.
I'm just telling you, man. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm just telling you, man. You husband and wife. That's why, like, you the ultimate player. Coach Hayes ain't married. Can't nobody say nothing to Coach Hayes. He said she was arrested, so she got arrested too. That's good. What they? Hey, can you tell us what she was arrested for, though?
Yeah, I literally just pulled this up when I went on Twitter to try to get the information about whatever we was talking about, and I saw him. Then I saw Marcus Wiley. Then I saw your boy Andrew Gillum. He done went to jail in Alabama. Man, what's happening right now, dog?
Hey, man, God. Andrew Gillum had a rough time. You know, ever since that little video of him in the room with the male stripper came out, you know, that hurt him. You know, that hurt him bad.
Right.
But yeah, he done had drug problems. They had him, you know, he down with the Miami cocaine boys, obviously.
Bro, I'm sorry. That's crazy. Let me get off of this, man, because that kind of stuff. See, okay, I'm gonna just say this for my listeners. If you don't agree, call in, we talk about it, whatever. Get in the Discord, we talk about it. But this is that small percentage that I'm saying that what bothers me. Now, again, I'm only going off the video I saw. I don't know what happened prior to, but if you call the police for that, and you, man, anyway, Big 12 Media Day is in the books. It's starting right now, man.
Before we go, look at what your boy Brad L345 said. I'm telling you,
True. I'm dealing with that right now. I can't get my truck back because it's my wife, and she has access just by being my wife.
I'm telling you, bro, that's how it works.
No, well, is the truck in your name? Is
truck
the truck
is in his
y'all
name?
Is the truck in y'all name?
It's both of y'all's, man. So I don't know how she could get arrested. That's that's why I said I don't want to see that. Because whatever, you know, your car is her car, your house is her house, all that kind of stuff, man. I'm telling you, that's how it goes.
The other stuff wasn't my going too far moment, but this is right here. This is my going. All right, I'm just playing it now before we get to the Big 12. See, AG, the internet got no chill, bro. None.
Just let her have a phone. Get you a new phone. Mr. Tigger. Mr. Tigger. You jumping in. Mr. Tigger. She ain't even do nothing. Say excuse me.
That wasn't even me, bro.
Mr. Tigger. Be a man, Mr. Tigger. You gotta be quicker than that, Mr. Tigger. Oh, you keep, oh, damn. Oh, Mr. Tigger. Oh, Mr. Tigger, you're so strong.
Bro, the internet over with, dog. The internet is undefeated, brother. I don't care what nobody says.
Hey, man, always.
Dog,
always.
First of all, you see that dude just climbed up the second story like that? God damn.
Hey, man, he jumped, and that first time he had to jump up there. Then he had to pull himself up.
Yeah. Oh, God. See, now here's what I don't know. I don't know where this happened at. Lord, hey, why am I going down this rabbit hole, Jesus? I'm supposed to be talking about Big 12 Media Day. Talk to me, AG.
Let's see, here we go. See, that ain't nothing.
Oh.
So here's my question. My next question, right? And I think here's my problem in life. Not just this. Why does everybody feel like personal matters need to be consumed by the public? You didn't say anything on that video. And again, if Tigger punched you and split your, I get that. Put him in jail, lock him up, put him in a thing right next to R. Kelly. He can interview him for the next 30 years. My problem is the public. You have now just opened a window for people to look in your life to judge you.
Hey, man, the reality is I'm trying to figure out, man, where she was sitting, because it was about 5 locks on that door. I mean, where was she sitting? It was like 5 key locks on that door. So, but now, people do that, man, to get sympathy. Like, hell, she might even put up a damn, what do you call it? A GoFundMe, and say, hey, and, somebody, feel sorry for her. So
and I'm
she
looking
want
through
to,
the
skew
comments,
everything.
and here's the thing. I'm looking through the comments. Why put yourself through this ridicule? Like why do this? Because the comments are going both ways. Leave him and don't look back. Keep moving forward. That's really what she wants. But with that comes this. So she grabbed the phone instead of calling the police. She clearly lying. That's the next comment.
Yeah, if she grabbing a phone, he beating the hell out of him. She grabbed his phone. And more importantly, whoever's videotaping it is in on the action, because if that's my mama and I feel she getting threatened, I'm not videotaping nothing. I'm putting these hands on it, So it seems a bit staged on her behalf. And see, Troy just doing too much, man. Troy just doing too much. Troy 601 doing too much, man.
Oh, that's neckbone. He'll probably call in. But anyway, I'm just saying. I guess that's always been my problem. Is that we go through a lot of things in life. Everybody does. Bro, I got a fly in here. He driving me crazy. So y'all see me wandering around looking at a fly. I ain't losing my mind. But people go through things in life and you put it for public consumption and you worried about what people say. And then you get mad at the chat. That's like me. We do a show. I have a point of view. Some people like it. Some people don't. Y'all know how I was with Colorado, even Miami, whatever. If I sat there and read all the comments, why the world don't like me? Bro, when I press end stream, my life go on. I'm not sitting up there worried about what Trey 601 said.
But Coach, you talking about you though. A lot of people live through social media, man. That's their life. That's their life. So like in this case, it's obvious her life because she just on social media crying behind the door. So something like that like she basically went right out there and went outside some door and was doing whatever she was doing to get sympathy. Because some people need the attention, brother. That's just the way it works.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm glad. I thank you, Lord. Thank you for not giving me that gene, I'll call it. Thank you for not giving me that right there. Here we go, man. Let's get into the Big 12. We already 48 minutes in, so plenty of people got a chance. Talk to us. All right. Big 12 media kicked off today, man. 16 teams in the Big 12. Right? Oklahoma, Texas left a couple years ago, so it kind of lightened up the load. Big 12 is not known to be a overly powerhouse program, especially since the Pac-12 has kind of been dismantled. And so in saying that, with the 16 teams in, and I have it up here, I was looking at the schedules from last year. Texas Tech and BYU had an overall record of 12-2, Utah 11-2, Houston 10-3. On the bottom end of that scale was Oklahoma State 1-11, Colorado 3-9, and West Virginia 4-8. And then the other teams fall between. I understand why they do media days, AG. I know you definitely understand. You probably ran some media days yourself. I know it's for the fan base. It's for the kind of like the kickoff to let people know. From a coach's perspective, we all hate doing it. We'd rather be in the office watching film. You know what I'm saying? We'd rather be trying to get our team better.
No doubt.
We give you a bunch.
You ain't really trying to give up a whole bunch of information.
Be quiet. Got him, boy. Hey, I told you I'm a pencil fight champ. Huh?
Stop.
God, he went on.
Stop. Hey, you got to show it to us, man. We ain't. Hey, go get a piece of paper. I don't believe.
I ain't get him. He on the light.
I don't believe. Yeah, I'm saying I don't believe it. I have to say.
Bro, he is killing me, dog. Because he's right. Y'all can't see. He probably moved too fast for the camera. But anyway, so anyhow, Maximus Matt, what's up, baby? But anyhow, we all hate doing those things because you're giving a bunch of bullcrap answers. You're not gonna come up there and be like, you know what, man, my quarterback is terrible. Our O-line ain't blocking work. I hired this defensive line coach and he always late to every meet. You're not gonna do that. You're gonna go up there and say your team's the best, you're this. But what you're really doing is, for a lot of these teams, you're setting yourself up to get fired because you're telling the world that you're good and you're not. It's just what it is, bro. But neither here nor there. All the coaches had a chance to speak. They brought in particular players with them to the Big 12, so forth and so on. Texas Tech has been in the news with Brendan Sorsby, his whole fiasco they got going on. They got a gang of distractions up there. I personally still think they'll be one of the top, within the top 4 of the Big 12 conference. What do you think, AG? As you definitely work around. These teams and a lot of these teams and have players that you've mentored and had helped get recruited and so forth. What do you think about Texas Tech? I'm just gonna kind of go down the line of some of these guys.
Man, Tech has, put in more money than anybody. So they should be, they've spent more money than they might be right behind LSU, to be totally honest. So Tech should be okay. I'm even sure that even without Brendan Sorsby, they have a backup quarterback that should be able to help them. The Big 12 is not, this dominant league like the SEC, or the Big 10. So they ought to be able to really compete for that championship. Somebody said in the chat, in the Big 12, right now, Houston should be good as well. But I'm pretty sure that Texas, we'll stick with them. We'll get to other guys. Texas Tech should be fine because they've gotten a lot of great recruits to come in and a lot of great transfers, and they've spent that bread. And the guy from Texas Tech told you straight up, until y'all fix this situation, he gonna go out there and spend all his bread for Texas Tech. So they got a little bit more money than everybody else in the Big 12. They really do.
And they willing to spend it.
Matter of fact, they probably got as much money and they willing to spend it. So I think that they'll be fine. The quarterback situation, we talk about this before. At the end of the day, your quarterback is great, and we all want a great one. But hell, give me an average quarterback and grade everything else, and we still gonna win. Give me an average quarterback with a good line, good defense, good receivers, and a good running game, and I promise you, I'd rather have that than to have this great quarterback and I don't have them other things. Because football is truly a team sport.
Yeah, especially and again, conferences are different. I really think Big 12 is wide open, very close to the ACC outside of my beloved Miami Hurricanes. Outside of the Hurricanes, the other 15 teams in the ACC or 16, whatever it is in the ACC, it could be anybody's game. It really could be. We could.
And the Hurricanes do what? The Hurricanes do what? They spend that money, right?
We're gonna spend that cash, baby. We ain't got no problem spending that cash.
Right, and the same thing with Texas Tech. So I would still say Texas Tech, has a chance to be good. I put it like this: Gary, I'm willing to put. You can book it. They're gonna at least have a shot at winning that. Winning that conference. You can say I put it on there. My bad. They can say goodness well that they got a good opportunity to win that conference. Tech, I don't see Tech not winning that conference. I really don't. They have too much now. We can probably go through the schedule and I just don't see it. Do they even play? Does Tech even play Houston and those guys? Because the thing about the Big 12, you may not even play somebody.
Tech does play Houston third game of the season. They got Colorado. So here, real quick, they got I think it's Abilene Christian. I'm not sure. But anyway, you got Oregon State, you got Houston, Sam Houston, Colorado, Arizona, Arizona State, Cincinnati, Arizona, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Baylor, TCU. Like I said, I believe you. I think Texas Tech is still a good program in the Big 12. I'm not saying what they're doing in the playoff. But here's what I will say. To your point, I still think they got enough talent around them in the Big 12 to still be at least in the top 3 of the Big 12, somewhere in there. They may drop a game here.
In there.
Right. Maybe the Arizona State, Maybe, I don't know. You always got that one slip up game.
Maybe Houston. Arizona State and Houston. That's about it for me.
Houston, you know what I mean? And so, but again, those two losses based on the head-to-head could put you out, put you at 3. But I'm just simply saying, I think Texas Tech, excuse me, with the money that they've spent, and the coach that Joey McGuire is, I thought he did a decent job putting it together. Do I think they're world beaters? No, but within the Big 12, I definitely think they can make some noise. Let me push on here to BYU, and I'm going off of last year's rankings. That's how I'm talking. BYU, I think Kalani Sitake has done a good job.
Great coach. Great coach.
Yeah, I known him for quite a bit, man. But Kalani Sitake has done a pretty good job, and BYU is not easy recruiting. With the school it is, with the school itself.
They spend that bread too now. They spend that bread too now.
No, yeah, but I'm just talking about the school in itself, the culture of it all. That's not everybody's cup of tea. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, he's been getting players in there because, first of all, they spend that bread, and that bread will make anybody have the culture is going to be a lot better when you spend that bread. Plus, he's a really, really good coach. Seriously, we can't take that from him. And so honestly, they're definitely in the running too. Like when someone said BYU is good, bro, and I think that they could easily be top 3 as well.
And here's the funny thing: they literally have a Big 12 schedule. They start off with Utah Tech, okay? They go Arizona, Colorado State, TCU, Iowa State, Notre Dame, UCF, Arizona State, Utah, Baylor, Kansas, Cincinnati. So outside of Notre Dame and the 2 warm-up, the Utah Tech and the Colorado State, everything else is ACC. I mean, it's Big 12 play. So do I think they do fine?
Well, I think everybody has 9 games. Everybody should have 9 conference games now.
They should. I don't think ACC has done it.
ACC is the only one that hasn't done it. Everybody else has.
Yeah. So like I said, yeah, we definitely don't. We around here. Yeah. Let me see here. 1, 2. Yeah, we got 3. So that's 9. That's 9 AC. It might be everybody's on there.
Yeah, I think everybody's has to be 9. And then you get 3, non-conference games.
Right. Here we go. Utah. Now, Utah's had a change with Kyle Whittingham going to Michigan. I forget the new coach's name, takes over.
But he was the DC, right?
Yeah, he was already on the staff, so it's a smooth transition. I think, like I said, the 3 that I see there, the 4 that I see, Texas Tech, BYU, Utah, Houston, outside of maybe Arizona State, depending on how their quarterback plays, are the same top.
They spend money too.
Yeah.
Arizona State spend money. They let guys go. Like most people, guys left, but they let certain guys go. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. And Dillingham, is it Dillingham?
Coach Dillingham.
Kenny Dillingham?
Yeah, Kenny's a good coach.
Oh, Dillingham, like I said, he lost Sam Levitt to LSU. But I don't know who their guy is they got coming in. Let me see if I can pull that up quick. But I think quarterbacks man, bro, this fly killing me, Lord. I'm not cancel the show. All right. Quarterback Cutter Bowley is who they're projecting. Cutter Bowley. He's a sophomore transfer from Kentucky. He threw 15 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, 65% completion. Ugh.
Yeah, that's ugly, bro. I'm just being honest. I don't know. I don't recall Kentucky doing too well. So I mean, he may be able to right the ship, but Kentucky was struggling a little bit of that.
Yeah, and Houston. Speaking of Houston, shout out to Neckbone. Houston had that big time quarterback they got to come there, man. What's the brother name? Big old dude, man.
Yeah, he's a big recruit.
me tell you his name right now. Keyshawn Henderson. Keyshawn Henderson. Yeah, he was a 5-star, number 1 player in the nation, number 1 quarterback, number 1 player in the state of Texas, class of 26. 6'5", 195 pounds. From Spring, Texas. You know where that is?
Yeah, that's outside of Houston.
Okay. Well, I guarantee they cut him a nice check to go to Houston. So talk to me. You're a Texas cat. What does Houston look like?
Houston got that brand too now, but I don't know if the freshmen gonna be ready to lead them. But they have a good team. I mean, they have a really good team. Coach that came from Tulane, you know, he's old school, and they've gotten better. So I can see Houston winning the Big 12. Like I say, those 5 teams we talked about, they truly have a shot to win the Big 12. I wouldn't be shocked if any of them win it, to be honest.
All right, because I'm not going to go through all of these teams, but some of these teams are more notable than others. Real quick, I want to talk about Oklahoma State, right? Mike Gundy, longtime coach, literally only had 2 losing seasons. His first year and his last year when he got fired. Other than that, has been in bowl games, phenomenal record. Maybe his time has run its course. And they ended up being 1-11. I mean, I'm talking about the most underwhelming team last year I've ever seen with the quarterback, the running back, Ollie Gordon they had last year, that a phenomenal running back. I mean, the dude, remember he said, I'm going to punish him by giving him the ball 50 times a game and whoop, whoop, whoop. But
was Ollie there last year? I thought Ollie had graduated.
No, he was there. He barely ran the ball.
No, I thought Ollie had graduated.
Year before.
Yeah.
Year before. Yes, year before. Because they fired Gundy after that year. This is this coach's second year, right? No,
this is Gundy's first year. Ollie played last season in the NFL. Ollie played last season in the NFL.
I know.
Ollie. Nah, man. Ollie played last season right there.
He did.
I want to say Ollie was. Yeah, Ollie played last season in the NFL, man. So, and that was Gundy's last. Once he left Ollie, that's when they went 1-11. Because Ollie's last year, that's when Colorado beat them. Colorado had to beat them to have a chance to get in the Big 12, but they still didn't get in the Big 12 championship.
Right. So real quick, so they record by. Let me see. So Mike Gundy was. Trying to see how bad it was. Yeah, Mike. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, Mike Gundy was 3-9. Then they fired him after that 1-2 start. That's what it was. And then Doug Meacham took over. So yeah. So after that, that was really his. I mean, think about this record this guy's put up since he's been there. Started off 4-7. I mean, he's won 12 games there, 10 games, 10 games, 10 games, 10 games. 12 games, 10 games. Man. But anyway, so to that point, Oklahoma State, what do you think they do in this season? You think they middle of the road team within the conference, I'm saying?
Middle of the road. I mean, I'd be shocked if they, but I wouldn't be shocked. Like the 7-5 is probably their high, but they could go 4-8. But, they like you still bring in a new, they're bringing a lot of transfers. That really, I don't know, and correct me, you may know somebody, but where has a team brought in a whole bunch of transfers other than the old boy that went to Indiana? He's the only one I ever seen that brought a whole bunch of transfers, and his team did very well.
Well, I would say the caveat with him, with Mike, with Kurt Signetti is technically they were transfers, but those were his kids.
Correct.
Right?
That's my point. They weren't right. Like the only difference is he brought all those kids with him. So I just don't see, and even though he brought a lot of kids with him from North Texas State, he brought the receiver, he brought the quarterback, but I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
I can see that.
I think they'll be. I think they'll
Just
be
came.
good.
What's their schedule? Let's go through their schedule real quick. Because one thing about the Big 12, you get a soft schedule, it makes a difference.
Well, like I say, okay, they start off with Tulsa.
They should get a win.
Non-conference, Oregon, Murray
That's
State.
They got Oregon. That's 2-1.
Murray State, West Virginia.
I'll give them that one. Let's say 3-1.
UCF.
4-1.
Houston.
4-2. But like we talked before, there's a big difference when you like 4-1 and you go into a game. Is the game at Oklahoma State, or is it because my cousin played at Oklahoma State, and I'm telling you now, they got some rabid fans now. They got some very rabid fans.
Oh yeah.
So is the game in Houston, or is the game in Oklahoma State?
Houston.
Yeah, that's an L. They're not gonna win. Houston.
Colorado.
That's a W.
Iowa State.
That's a
at
W.
Iowa State.
No, Iowa State
got a new coach.
But he's another dude. He took down to half his team to Penn State.
He kind of gutted him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He took the quarterback, the receiver.
You got Kansas State. Hey, pull your camera down.
Shout out to the quarterback. That's Rocco Beck, Anthony Beck.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm saying you good. Kansas State.
Yeah.
Kansas State.
That's a new coach, so they can win that one.
Klein not there anymore?
I say that's OW.
I thought Klein was there. Klein not there?
Klein left. No, Klein just came. No, Klein just came.
He just came, right?
Klein is their coach right now. He came from Texas A&M.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he just came. That's what I say. And Klein may pull something out their hat, but I don't know. Oklahoma State got that cheese too.
Hold on. Huh? They say Klein is gone. Hold on.
Klein, I thought came from Texas A&M. Whoever the OC at Texas A&M is the one who's over there. Klein probably is gone.
Yeah,
but
he's at Kansas State.
But
he just got there in 26.
That's what I thought.
But
whoever the coach.
Yeah, he's been there for a while. From 2017 to 2023, he was basically the OC and the quarterback coach. He went to Texas A&M for 24-25, and then came back as the head coach. Right.
Correct. That's what I thought. Right.
I mean, now this is a dude that got K-State in him. First of all, he played at K-State, right? So he started his GA thing in 2014 and 15, went to Northern Iowa for a year, came back to K-State in 17 as the quarterback coach, 18 the OC, Coke OC and quarterback coach, 19 to 21 was the quarterback coach, 22 to 23 was the OC and quarterback coach, left to Texas A&M for 24-25, came back. So he got K-State. He might do something special there in regards
to be honest, they got some talent over there. They got Joe Jackson he's from this area. He's from he went to school out there near Davenport. Joe should be their starting rusher, and he'll do well. And they got the quarterback Avery Johnson. So they could win that, but if they could. So that game go either way. So let's just say Kansas State is a win for Kansas State. So that'll give them 3 losses. Keep going.
Texas Tech.
L. They're definitely an L.
They got Arizona State.
I think Arizona State will beat them.
And then they finish at home with Kansas.
That's a toss-up. So they could go 7-5, 8-4. They could go 5-7.
That's fair. I mean, that's
the thing about the Big 12. Ain't no guarantees, man, because the middle of the packs, the middle of the packs, man, the Kansas States, the Kansases, you don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, well, 100%. All right, there's 2 more programs I want to really dive into and talk about, and I'll leave the good for last, as everybody say. We both here. I think we both got some insight on this program, but UCF, right? And let me just kind of give some back.
Hold
I
on, man.
remember-
Hold on, man. Look at the chat, man. Why everybody so hard on Dylan Edwards, man? That's my guy. Why everybody, you got Troy saying and you got your boy talking about he a bum. You got one guy, man. What is that? Is that Colorado hate or something on Dylan Edwards? Or
the chat, man. The chat be wild, man. That beloved Sandworm be on. He the same one say he got $1,000. Beloved Sandworm won't even join the $25 fantasy league.
But he got a stack.
Hold on. He won't even pay the $4.99 to get into the voice chat. He talking about free to voice chat. Come on, beloved. We need you, dog. We need the support to keep. No, it's $90 a month just to stream. StreamYard charging me $90 a month. Your $4.99 could keep the stream alive.
He was hurt. Hold on, bro. Now I see where it come from. He had him on his fantasy. Okay. But he was hurt all season, bro. He got hurt first game of the season. But he said he was second place though, coach. He said don't get it twisted. He was second place.
You know what I know? What does it take to be number one? 2 is not a winner, and 3 nobody remembers. That's all I know. That's all I'm gonna tell you. But anyway,
yeah, go ahead.
All right, let's go. UCF. UCF is a program, right? Sharpshooter, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? We got to get link up, man. I know it's my fault. I'm taking full responsibility, Sharpshooter. I know you've been trying to hit me up forever. And please do, man. Let's get it together. Like I said, I've been catching some of your stuff. You got great stuff going on. Y'all go check out Sharpshooter's pod, man. Quick question. I mean, not quick story. UCF. I remember when I was coaching UCF, I don't want to say it was up and coming program. It had already been around, but nothing to write home about. It was a place to put kids, especially when I was in South Florida. It was a good, close to home spot for kids that were G5 level, had some talent, maybe didn't have all the measurables, this, that, and the third. I must applaud the University of Central Florida for how fast they have grown that program to where it is from a facility standpoint. And it may not be the best. Don't get me wrong. Now, I ain't saying they got the best in the world. But if you knew what it was, bro, when I was coaching, they still had the lockers that had the diamond shape in the locker with the wooden stool like in boxing in everybody's locker, right? Like it was that rough. They didn't even have gold lockers. They had a yellow, bright yellow, like they were like the yellow one, like say Pittsburgh or something, was the locker. It wasn't even gold. It was a high school thing, bro. Long story short, I'm applauding them for how fast they have gotten to where they are. And there are a lot of programs at that particular level that may have done better consistently over time or have shown some very similar, but have not made the moves they made. And what that maybe shows me, I may be wrong, and you tell me if I am, that those people believe in what they have and they're trying to make the best of it. They were getting players. I remember when they got Jeffrey Godfrey out of Central, wasn't it Blake Bortles out of Oviedo, Storm Johnson transferred from Miami. You had McDuffie's son. You had Brett Perriman's son. You had a bunch of Jose played there from Central. Bunch of players that played from South Florida and all across, and they were getting some good talent. Now, this is way before the transfer portal. And Scott Frost came there first, did a phenomenal job, put them on the map. I think they beat some big time now. I want to say they beat Oklahoma, I want to say. Not remember. But that's when they had the Auburn, sorry. That's when they had the whole the mythical national champion. Okay, I get it. Dante Culpepper, what's my name? Brandon Marshall, so forth. They had some players. And when I moved up here and I started to see them building and changing and all this stuff, building their own stadium, not using the Citrus Bowl, I said, boy, this is something special. I had to be honest. In the way they were rolling. Then they brought Josh Heupel in. He kept the train rolling. Then they became a Big 12 school. I said, man, these people got it. They brought in Gus Malzahn. I thought he was going to do some good stuff. Not so much, especially when I saw they had KJ Jefferson. I said, a lot of mercy. But anyhow, what in the hell has happened to UCF? Talk to me, AG. How do you go from you like a rocket, like just, and all of a sudden, oh damn, we ain't put enough fuel in it.
I think the biggest issue with UCF, and I hate to say it, because he's truly someone that I respect, one of the best people I've ever met. But Gus Malzahn, like that job that they tried to recycle and coaching, and it kind of passed Gus by. And when they brought in Gus, it hurt because, quite frankly, their recruiting, they had this whole thing about keeping the kids from Central Florida. But in my opinion, the recruiting wasn't is what they thought. They were getting kids that are coming to UCF and transferring a year or two out. They weren't getting the best kids in Central Florida. Number one, number two, when them going to the Big 12 hurt them. I don't care what nobody says. It helped them as far as a financial thing, but they were better off. They would have been better off staying in America. The team that the Big 12 should have really took was to me South Florida. South Florida and what they building down there with their facilities, South Florida will be in the ACC or something like that in the next 2 or 3 years. What they're building down there is crazy. But UCF, just like in any, no matter what school it is, it's your recruiting, bro. It's your recruiting. I don't care what nobody says. And then and of course it hurt them that the portal came in play. Because now, if you're a school like UCF, all that's going to happen is a school like another school is going to take your better players and move on. Like they can't afford to pay what. Yeah, they can't afford. If the portal don't come in, UCF probably will still be balling. But the portal hurt them. They got into the Big 12 right when the portal was coming, and that's what killed them. They couldn't do both. They either had to.
No, you're right. I'll say this to you though. I thought the Big 12 move would help because now you could solidify the bigger recruits here in South Florida, right? And here's the beauty of it. You weren't competing from a conference perspective to another school, like Florida SEC, right? Florida State, Miami, ACC. You were Big 12. So the state represented all 4 conferences, right? The problem, because I always talk about coaches and fit, Gus Malzahn didn't fit what UCF is.
Was. No,
it was.
Like the thing about Heupel came in and he fit what Scott Frost had left.
Thank you.
Like they didn't miss a beat when Heupel came in because Heupel came in and he basically ran a better offense than what Scott ran, to be honest. Just that his quarterback ended up getting hurt. But even with that, he did well. But then everybody stole his quarterback, Dylan, whatever his name was. He went to Oklahoma from UCF. So and then he went to Oregon. But I just didn't think that coach Malzahn was a good fit because he runs the he needs a quarterback like a Cam Newton, which there's only one of them. But he had a Cam Newton when he was the OC at Arkansas. And if you think about it, anytime he's been dynamic, he's had a good quarterback that can run and pass. And he never had that because KJ wasn't the answer. All the quarterbacks, if Malzahn is going to win, he has to have a quarterback that can run and pass, and they got to be big because they got to take a hit.
And that's back to the same thing with Florida State when he went down. But shout out to Tim Harris, who's the OC now at Florida State. Wish the homie well, except on the day in which he play us. But anyway, I just thought that it was a bad fit, in my opinion. And I still think UCF, because there's so much talent in Florida, and again, you're in the Big 12, right? I think
They
you
don't have that
can.
kind of money, bro. They don't have that kind of money. And like what people don't understand is ACC.
I'm shocked,
ACC
though.
don't have that kind of money, huh?
I'm shocked. As large as that
No,
school,
they
the
don't.
amount. I know, but
They
I'm
have
saying large as
50,000 people that go there, but they don't get it twisted. They still the biggest problem they have, and they're always going to be behind Florida State, and Miami. To this day,
No,
if a kid has a choice between, like, if he's a hometown kid, he may stay. But even then, you only gonna have him for a couple of years because they're just like John Walker. He went
right.
to UCF in the first place, but guess what? He at Ohio State now, and he
Is
probably
he?
should
Is that
have
what he did?
left. Yeah, he probably should have left 2 years ago, to be honest.
No, he was
So
there. I didn't.
it's not that UCF hasn't had some good coaching. They have, and but I just think that Gus was. I think that the Big 12 messed them up. Just like the only team that really went to the Big 12 and they was ready for it was that damn Cincinnati when they went.
Mm-hmm.
When Cincinnati went, they were kind of ready for it, because they had been dominant in the league for a minute. UCF wasn't really dominant in the American Conference.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, it kind of fell. It kind of Anyway, I think that every time I've been to a UCF game, I think is always exciting, right?
Great environment.
The fan base, the student body is awesome. Like I said, it was nowhere near like that when I was at FIU comparing the two programs. Bro, FIU, we couldn't get 500 people in the game on stadium. It was terrible. But UCF still being in a major city, it sits in a pocket in Orlando on the east side where it's kind of its own entity. You know what I mean? But the players are, I mean, the fan base is excited. There's a lot of alumni around here. Like, people care. And I'm just shocked that I thought they would have some more money when you're dealing with Disney and the Universals and the NASA and all. And remember, Orlando is
they're giving their money to
Orlando
Florida State and Miami. Like, those guys,
Really?
they're giving their money to those schools. All these big corporations you name, they don't get me wrong, Disney does support, but it's more on the educational piece. Like a lot of those guys, they're not supporting the sports programs.
Yeah. I'm just saying a lot of that kind of stuff. I get not the sports, but I'm just saying within the entity. And below someone would say NASA. Yeah, remember they had the whole space outfits and all that. You can actually see the
They
space
still
shuttle.
got it.
Yeah, you can see the space shuttle. Actually,
they ain't but 30 minutes from that from NASA.
Yeah, right down the street. So you could definitely see the launch. You actually see the launch from my mom's house in Claremont. It's amazing. Right in the middle of the street, you see it going straight up. It's a perfect line. But anyway, that's just a school I thought that underachieved. Now here's my next question. They bring back the particle son Scott Frost. Know he had some issues in regards to I want to say alcohol, but I think he's over that now. Last year, not very good. They were 5-7, 2-7 in the conference. Can UCF? You got your flight? Did you get it?
Yeah, but I got mine, but I was a mosquito. So I got mine. I had to get it because he wasn't going to suck the blood out of me.
So with that being said, the Scott Frost, can he get them back? I don't want to say that. Can he get them back to competitiveness, with at least within the Big 12? Can he compete, Lord have mercy, with Kansas State and TCU? I think he can. I don't know.
Hey, Brian, I doubt it. He was struggling with Nebraska. And
what
and
made him so good? But what made him so good at UCF? He set it off at UCF.
What made him so good at UCF, they were hidden, man, on their recruits. They were getting guys that, like, they got a guy like Gabe Davis, who nobody wanted. They were able to pick him up, and he was a goon. They got a guy like Adrian Killins, who nobody wanted. Like, these are guys that could flat out play, but for whatever reason, people didn't want them, or they came up in a time when your junior year mattered, and they didn't play a lot their junior year, but they had monster senior years around here in the area. So they were steady picking up guys, and they got the McKenzie kid at quarterback.
Yeah.
So if you look at that, that's what he was doing. Yeah. Well, he broke that. I want to say going to Heupel's, like doing Heupel's tenure, and then that's how they got the Dylan Gabriel, and then Heupel left and went to Tennessee. Right. But the thing about Heupel, he had a hell of a coaching staff. Like Heupel's coaching staff, they out there, they head coaches. I mean, coach left and went to his OC is now the coach at Auburn. He was at South Florida killing it. So I think I just don't think that coach got to show me, man. Like you was killing it. I feel like they did exactly what happened with the coach that just left. We were just talking about the one that went to Florida State. Yeah, he was cool at one point, but he started falling off towards the end. And now Coach Malzahn. And now that's what they just did with Scott Frost. Scott Frost was having losing seasons. And you bring him in to be the savior and to bring him in, hey man, time, because who should have got that job at UCF and probably would have killed it?
Who?
Willie Simmons.
Yeah. I don't listen. I think to your point, I think he would have probably did a very good job. I think he really did. Holy smoke. I think he would have done a good job. Bro, I'm looking at the coaching staff here. Sean Beckton is still there, bro. Bro, Sean Beckton is like the first. He like Odell Hagan.
I love Sean.
I'm saying he is the equivalent to Odell Hagan at Florida State.
Oh, I love Sean. Sean is not good. Odell Hagan and Sean Beckton is good. That is truly as good. Like you spot on.
Like I don't care what coach staff go through there. They there. Anyway, Alex Grinch. Oh, that's the DC that was at Clemson. So he the DC. Sean Beckton. Oh my God, they got Mark D'Onofrio. They used to be our DC at Miami. He the linebackers coach there. You talk about McKenzie, Milton McKenzie, the quarterback coach there.
Man, quite frankly, if I don't see a lot of talent out of UCF right now.
Sheesh, that's tough work. But
anyway, I don't see a lot of talent.
All right, so let's get to the one. Let's get to the team of the hour. Let's get to the team of the hour of the Big 12. Come on now. Come on.
Who, TCU?
It's time to behold. It's time to behold the black and gold. We used to have a little shake in Miami called Black Golds. DJ used to be on the black gold. This foam started coming out the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop pumping. Let me see it. I want to rock. Yeah. Black gold. All right, let's talk about CU, which really stands for University of Colorado, but they got the letters backwards and they call them Colorado University. Somebody figured that out in a long time. But Colorado, Coach Prime takes the stage. And Colorado, man, roller coaster deal. Let me ask you a quick question. 4-8, 9-4, 3-9. Quick story. Record prediction right now. Just give me a number.
Let's go through this. Hey man, I gotta go through the.
We go through it. We go through it. I just want to hear a number.
Yeah, I gotta know. I gotta go through the schedule and tell you a real number.
Just give me. No, we are going to go through it. I don't want to. What's the first number pop to your mind?
Oh, you talking about first number? I say 3-9. That's what they did last year. 3-9. And what's the first number that pop in your head?
You know me. 6 and 6. Hey,
No.
only 1 year they beat it. Other than that, no. I just feel like, bro. I'm trying not to be.
I will give you credit. For 4 years, you've always said 6 and 6. To be totally honest.
And right now, if I'm a betting man, I'm winning. I'm winning right now. If I'm a betting man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, dog. All right.
Even the year they went 8 and 4, we was at the game. I think when old boy caught the Hail Mary. Did you come to that game?
No, that was Baylor game.
That was Baylor. Okay, like I said, because if you don't catch the Hail Mary, your 6 and 6 might have been right. But I reserve the right to change my mind once we go through the schedule.
Nothing wrong with that. I just want to know your matter of fact. Put in the chat, y'all. What y'all got? I already got my man here say 5. Talking about wins, bro. Where does the
we talking about wins.
This is when you leave your door open in the back. I left the door open. Now I got it. Anyway, there's gonna be some unaliving in here. As soon as I end this stream, there's gonna be some slow singing and flower bringing up in this joint. Trust me. All you're gonna be hearing is walk around heaven all day. That's what you're gonna be hearing, AG. Anyway. All right. What was that?
Oh, that was, man. Somebody just sent me some on. Somebody sent me some on TikTok. It was crazy about a elephant. That's all.
Oh, that sounds like a pig dying. All right, here we go. Oh my God, bro.
Hey, you say you want one. You say you're a pencil champion, Lakeland. That means you ought to be able to hit it.
Yeah, I can't hit. Yeah, but I can't break my light. I gotta use a paper. Anyway.
Three strikes. What they call it? Three strikes.
Three strokes.
Yeah. Coach, but we're talking about the pen, pencil.
Talking about the pen. Talking about the pencil. All right, here we go. All right, Colorado. Let's kick this thing off. First of all, let's talk about real quick before we do that. Juju Lewis coming back. They've lost a lot, but according to the talking heads, they've gained a lot. I have to be honest. I don't talk about them often. I don't really follow them because I don't talk about them unless a major story comes out. I'll research it. But I don't do a show on them every Tuesday like I used to, where I would constantly, look at it. So what I do know, outside of Michael Welch, they've lost pretty much all of their major contributors from last year, even off a 3-9 team. They've lost those guys to both Millers, Draylon Miller, Marion Miller, couple other players. I can't name them all, I'll be honest, but quite a few of those guys are gone. All right, cool. But they brought some guys in. Also, this year, a lot of people are going crazy because they're recruiting a little bit better on the high school trail. That's something I talked about from year one, right? I want to say they ranked number 30th or something like that right now. I might want to say, hold on. Somewhere in there, ranked number 30th. And so with that being said, they're making a move. Let's see. Class of 27. Colorado is, bro, I swear to God, that mouth killing me, bro. 31st. So they ranked number 31 overall. They currently got 20 commits, 3 4-stars on the roster, and so forth. But anyhow, before we get into, what do you think about the go-go offense, Coach Marion?
Oh, Coach Marion is the go-go offense is, that's the wild card. Coach Marion's go-go offense, is proven. Wherever he's been, man, he's been successful in his offense. I do think that Coach Prime upgraded the staff with him as a hire. I think that was one of the things that, but that go-go offense, that go-go offense would have worked wonders with Shador and them boys. I'm telling you, like Coach Marion is That's serious. So I can't take that from him.
Okay.
Have you ever seen?
I have. We broke it down. Actually, me and Law Dog got in the Discord one night and broke it down. And he made me a fan all over again. But
I'm trying to tell you, man, if you like football, you love the offense.
Yeah, but the problem with Colorado was never.
It's not the offense.
It's not the offense. Unfortunately, everybody talks about their offense. Nobody talks about the deep. And I understand, but see, that's where fans talk because everybody loves scoring and points. But their problem from year one to even year two, to doing them second year, to even last year, much as they put on Caden Salter and all the rest of that stuff and Juju and all that, they couldn't stop the run. They giving up 400 yards.
4 years.
Bro, you're giving up the 400 yards a night, 250, 300 on the ground. So as much as I want to talk about Brendan Marion's offense, which is fine, but it's the defense that I questioned. And the question, even in Coach, what's his name from Virginia Tech?
What's my coach? You talking about he's my frat brother. You talking about Marv?
Marv. I want to say Larvae, but Marv. Again, can I just say this? I mean, no disrespect, but I have to call. I wouldn't be Coach Hayes if I wasn't, right? Coach Marv, right?
Right.
I'm trying to be, because I don't want to sound disrespectful. The defense has always been the question of Colorado. Here is my question for him.
Well, you know what? If you're going to say it, man, go on and say it. Like, say what you got to say.
I am going to say
I mean, you ain't, you know.
He doesn't have a lot of time. He doesn't have a lot of time on task, right? And that's the question mark. Let me explain. I'm not questioning his enthusiasm. I'm not questioning his knowledge. I'm not questioning any of that because I don't know the gentleman. What I do know, and especially in the Big 12 era, they get real creative. They get real slippery and slimy. Meaning,
he's never faced the offensive, but hopefully with that go-go offense going against it in practice, he's able to see a little something. But I would say, and Marv's my friend, but I love him. He's never faced the type of offense that he's going to face. That's just being real.
I think can he stop the run? That's my question. That's my biggest question mark. So here's what I want to say.
At the end of the day, I don't know. Like at the end of the day, I don't know if they'll ever stop the run. I think that, you know, that's been one of their problems. I mean, like, let's call a spade a spade. You know,
there we go.
The D line wasn't really that bad. The linebackers have struggled in Colorado for some time. You know, the best, like, they really have. So it'll be interesting to see if they can stop the run, like you said. Because think about it, really, Coach Prime want to play press man all damn day. Right. You really do. You want to leave his corners out there on the island. And even with that, they got 7-8 dudes in the box and can't stop the run. That's what's scary. That's correct. Like, we've been to games where it's 8 dudes in the box and dudes still getting 7-8 yards.
Yeah, but because you're playing so many so much man. This is what I'm talking about, the manipulation. So here's where I'm gonna go back and just say this, what I was saying. When I looked at him at Virginia Tech, no, but here's what I'm gonna say about Virginia Tech. I'm sorry, go through for people that don't know his history. Started in 14 at Vanderbilt as defensive quality control, 15 at Vanderbilt a GA, 16 through 18 Vanderbilt inside linebacker coach, 19 Mississippi State director of recruiting linebacker coach, 20 to 21 Florida State linebacker coach. Virginia Tech was the DC and inside linebacker coach from 22 to 24. Didn't coach, I'm assuming, in 25 because there's a missing gap there. And then in 26, and then in 26 to now, he's the DC at Colorado. Here's what I guess what I'm saying is when I look at Virginia Tech, I don't want to say I hold a lot to that, but to be the DC there for 22, 23, 20, what is that technically 3 years, I guess? Technically, yeah. 22, 23, 24.
He was there 2 years. He was there 22 through 23 season, 23 through 24 season.
Okay, so 22 to 23, 23, 24. Okay. So you got 2 years as a DC under your belt. Again, you've been coaching 14 years. I mean, since 2014, so at least 12 years of experience. I get it. I think my thing is 2 years is not a lot of time when you're going to see some guys that know how to manipulate. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you got to get your start soon.
I'm gonna say this.
But here's my question. Hold on, before you say this. Here's what I'm going to say this part. It may very well be. But the question is, who is now in the room to help you? That's my question. See, it's not about you all the time as a coach. It's also about when you talk about their coaching staff. Yeah, not just getting the guy to run through the bag, teaching the concept, but it's also who's there to help you. And the reason I say this, because he's probably not the DC if Livingston don't leave and go to the Broncos. So is he there because he was the best candidate, or he's there because of easiness of transition and just slide right into it right before the spring? I'm just asking.
Yeah, we got to remember Marv would not have been the DC if Livingston had not transferred. Let's cut to the chase on that.
Okay.
Let's make sure we cool with that. So he would not have been, the DC. I think that they knew he was leaving, so that's kind of a different situation. I think that one of the things that they do have is who is the O-line coach now? Let's look at
the little young dude. I'll pull it up on the screen.
Let me look at their staff. Pull it up for me. So let's have a real conversation.
The little young dude. It's the little young dude. He was there, Gunner somebody.
Let's pull it up because that make a difference. That does make a difference. So I'll pull up on mine. All right. So you're talking about Gunner White.
Gunner White. All right. So you got Prime, right? You got Brendan Marion.
Right.
And again, the reason I can speak about Brendan Marion because we've seen it over time. We saw him at Sacramento State. We saw him at UNLV. We've seen his product. You get what I'm saying?
No, he definitely did it.
Chris Maul, okay, the DC. George Hilo, defensive run game coordinator. You know Big George, right? You know Big George?
That's not the Big George.
That's not Big George? Oh,
no, George Hageman is here. George Hageman is the O-line coach. All right. Well, that's gonna make a difference, man. Big George, the O-line coach, is gonna make a difference, bro. I'm telling you that now.
Billy White, they done got rid of him.
They got Andre Garrard and George Hageman as O-line coaches. Now, damn it, if they can't do it, then they just ain't recruiting no good ball players. You got two Dallas Cowboys.
Hold on. You got Gunner White is the offensive run game coordinator.
Correct, and he works O-line.
And he worked on O-line.
They got three.
Hold up. Go to Kevin Mathis.
He's a coach.
Yeah, but he came with Coach Prime.
Correct.
Right? I'm trying to make this thing bigger. Hold on. All right, Kevin Mathis. He's the one who came with Coach Prime from all the way back from high school. They got him the defensive passing game. God damn. The defensive passing game coordinator. Gunner White, offense, okay. Dante Carter. Again, this is the young guy. Dante Carter, I think he just stopped playing football in 22 or 23.
He on the D-line. And quite frankly, I hate to say this, but I tell people the one thing about those D-line guys, these type of D-line guys, they almost need an energetic coach. You know this because you're a D-line guy. Like, one thing about D-line guys, they need an energetic coach. And sometimes a lot of these older guys, they don't have the same zest as they used to have. So, I mean, we don't know what he's going to do, but it's going to be interesting. And then they have, and Kenny that came up there as an analyst. Kenny was the coach at UCF, the D-line coach over. He was already doing outside DNs at UCF.
Okay. All right, let me go back to my thing. I still question how, because this guy came to Colorado as a GA last year.
Yeah, I mean, it goes to what you say. He doesn't have history. It's going to be interesting to see how, I mean, it's going to be interesting. Like what I'm trying to figure out is you got a lot of damn O-line coaches and you got a lot of cornerback coaches. So does that mean somebody got demoted? Because, it looks like you got Kevin Mathis as a defensive passing game and you got him slash cornerbacks. Does that mean that he's no longer the real cornerbacks coach?
And you got Aaron Fletcher. He the cornerback coach.
Yeah. I mean, that because Prime had a shakeup. And so I don't know if that means that Mathis is no longer the real cornerback coach. Just like you have, I think George and Mathis are more like, that's why they got those titles, defensive run game, defensive passing game. But that sounds more like they're not really the position coaches. It looks like George and Andre are probably the position coaches because they don't have them as analysts and nothing like that. They got them as, and I think that was just, now you can make them titles because you can pay anybody whatever you want.
Right. So here we go. Now you got Andre Hart, the assistant linebacker coach.
Yeah, because they made it clear to put assistant on him.
Right.
Which quite frankly,
the reason I'm bringing this up, AG, is because when I look at, I don't care about offense. I think they'll be fine. I'm looking at Marv. So far, your defensive line coach that we've gone by so far, 1 year of experience, right? At Texas Southern or Texas State, something like that. D-line coach. Coach Hart, I don't know if he's the greatest.
No. Bruh. Hold on.
I'm just saying.
No, bruh. He's the defensive line coach, and he's from Texas College. You know what Texas College is?
No. What is that?
It's a very.
NAIA.
Yeah, he must have came up there with Marshall Faulk. He had that because he went to St. Aug in New Orleans.
I thought he went to Prairie View. He played at Prairie View.
Prairie View, that's my alma mater. I went there in Texas State, but he was in Prairie View and he played there for 3 seasons. But I'm talking about he graduated from high school St. Aug. That's the relationship he probably had with Coach with the guy who Marshall Faulk, because that's they're from New Orleans. So I think that if you look at that. But he doesn't have a pedigree. Like, put like this, if you question Mar's pedigree, you damn sure question his.
Right. And so I'm going to just say this to say, as I'm going down this, I don't know why, and I don't even care. It's really rhetorical. This makes me wonder, why the hell would Sapp leave? Or why wouldn't Sapp get the job? Because Sapp didn't leave until after they named him the defensive line coach.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't think Sapp could have had a job. That's the only thing I can think of because, I don't know for fact, but I know that, remember, he was coming out to coach in the first place and they wouldn't give him the job, so they had to give him another title. I thought personally, on the defensive side of the ball, Sapp's unit was the only unit that was consistent. If we're just being real about it. Like, and I do know that, and I do know because, full disclosure, I know a lot of players that were there because my son played there, and they all love Sapp. So, you know, I think it might have been a situation where the administration said Sapp couldn't get the job because there's no way, no disrespect to this kid, unless there's no way this kid is better qualified than Sapp. It's just that simple. This kid, he might be like 25 years old.
Correct.
And,
so, but
and
this is why I said, but this is why I said what I said. I just want to go through this because I want to just be done and be honest with you. Okay, the offensive assistant linebacker coach is Andre Hart. All right. The next
and they had to make a change with him.
Okay, well, watch this. Clancy Pendergrass.
They had to make a change.
I get it, but Clancy Pendergrass is the senior defensive analyst / linebackers. All right. Von Bell, defensive analyst.
Yeah, but he already was there. So, like, he was already there.
No, I get it. What I'm looking at the title of this. Who are you calling people analysts and safety? So that means when you call me a defensive analyst and safety, that means you're assisting the safeties. Like, I'm an analyst / safeties. Right.
I'm working with the safeties, right.
Kenny Ingram, defensive analyst / defensive line. Right? Grant Hamler.
Hold on 1 second. Troy, the difference between Texas College, I'm from Texas. Like, I guarantee you, there's not a kid at Texas College that could play at Colorado on a D-line. I'll put money on that. But go ahead. Like, it's not like that. I'm not talking about the players because my family from Longview and Tyler and all that. So they keep dogs, but that's the city. This kid is. I'm talking about at Texas College, and then moving to Colorado. I don't know if that over the guys that he just named as D-line assistants and Warren Sapp. That's what we're talking about.
Right. So I'll just say this: as you look at this list, there's nobody else from a defensive perspective on this list. Von Bell, analyst safeties, defensive analyst, D-line.
Von Bell and Clancy are good coaches. When I look at the list, man, I'm telling you, like that, I knew they had to do something with Marv is a good coach. So Marv was going to be the linebacker coach anyway before old boy left. So and then you got it looks like they demoted Mathis and they demoted Hart. So and quite frankly, they had been there. When you look at the staff, nobody's on the defensive side as the actual position coach, other than they've all been let go. So realistically speaking, if all BS aside, me and you had this conversation before. I'm actually proud of Prime because that's something that people said. Because at the end of the day, you're the head coach. So if the defense is struggling, why do you keep having? And now in fairness, he kept his boys on the staff because that's his boys. But they obviously wasn't getting the job done. It's just that simple.
But I guess what my question is, I don't think there's an emphasis on defense, bro. Just follow me for a second. Just hear me. You have solidified position. Johnny Mack is the running back coach. George Hageman, the offensive line coach. Andre Garrard, offensive line coach. Jason Phillips, the wide receiver coach. Rashad Davis, inside receivers coach. Right? Look at I'm talking about the clarity. When you go to the defense, Chris Marv, defensive coordinator / linebackers. Okay, Hart is his assistant. Fine, no problem. George Hilo, defensive run game coordinator / defensive ends. Okay. Defensive line coach, Dante Carter. Maybe they paired up the young dude with the older coach that's doing the ends. Fine. Cornerback coach. Look, I'm trying to find one here. Let me see it. Aaron Fletcher, excuse me.
Yeah, Fletcher's the cornerback coach. And they have Mathis help. Mathis is helping out, which that should help out a little bit as well. I mean, I think that it's hard to I don't think Mathis was a bad corners coach. personally. I thought he did a good job. However, when you're behind all the time and, people running down your throat, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, I just.
But Hart had to go. Hart had to go. And so I think that
so my question is, I'm looking at their experience. I'm trying to look at their experience.
They made changes, bro. You kept Hart and but you brought in Fletch, who's not a bad coach, and you brought in Marv, who had experience coaching linebackers at Florida State, and he was a linebacker himself at Vanderbilt, and is very smart. So I think that they made changes. We just got to see if the change is going to pay off.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they do have a special teams coach. Somebody asked, do they have a special teams coach? I think they do this year.
Yeah, I don't think so. Who?
No, I think they got a special teams coach, man. I think they might have pulled one out there.
You said they got a lot of. Remember this? No, they don't. Remember, he said they're not doing a special team. He said they're doing it by committee.
Hold on, man.
I'm there. Prime said that at the what you call it. He said we don't have a special team coach. We're doing that by committee.
Yeah, that's rough, man. That's rough. And then they brought in Clancy as an analyst, Clancy Pendergrass.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a hell of a. Yeah, they brought in Kenny as a deep assistant. Yeah, they got some good guys. Like those assistant guys are guys that probably lost their job somewhere and got brought in somewhere else. But Kenny know what he's doing. I've known Kenny for a long time. Same thing with Von Bell. So he got a lot of good people on the staff. The question is, what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying?
The reason I'm bringing this up, because it takes from a coaching perspective, it takes people in the room that you're going to listen to. One, people are going to have good ideas. Two, right? And you have to trust these people's perspective, because at the end of the day, Chris Marv's name is on the marquee as the defensive coordinator. Nobody's going to go and say, "Oh, well, Chris Marv defense can't stop the run because Coach Hart said do this stunt, do this blitz, do this that, do this." You see what I'm saying? And
bro, I don't think honestly, bro, when I look at that and knowing like how these staffs and all this shit go, I can guarantee you Coach Hart don't have no say so. Like,
I use him as an example.
Right. Like when they demote you, bro, the only reason he got the job is because Prime is cool with it. Because generally dudes don't get demoted, and you stay in a program. It just don't work like that.
No, cool. I was just saying, so now what is his purpose? That's a real question. Hey, so if I'm Chris Marv,
he like an assistant, brother. Assistant got to go out there and prepare for practice and do like the stuff that he got to run the drills that Coach Marv want to run, but he don't have to say so that he had. It was a demotion, basically. It's a demotion, bro. It is what it is. You didn't coach before. You didn't see guys get demoted. Hell, I've seen you demote guys before.
No problem.
So he's in the same boat. They demoted him.
Yeah, I just thinking when I look at the stuff, bro, I just think to myself, how does that chemistry work?
I agree with Prime. I think this is the best staff he's probably had. I agree with it. I agree with him 100%. I think it's for the first time he actually went in there and he's putting guys in positions that because Prime is a loyal guy. He should have cut he should have cut Big Hart. Bro, I'm tired. I coach on the level and they look like that was. You can't. When have you seen a linebacker really just cause havoc in Colorado? Seriously. And let's just be real. I'm surprised it took him that long. You know, so I mean, this is probably his best staff. Even when I look at a lot of the guys, like I didn't realize you got Kenny, you got Vaughn, you got Clancy. All those guys should be coaching at at Rashad. I know for a fact Rashad is a hell of a. To me, Rashad is probably a better receiver coach than Jay Field. But Prime, when you his boy, he in fairness, and that's one thing I respect about him. He ain't finna just crap on you when you his boy. And a lot of guys wouldn't care.
Yeah,
but
I guess
that's the kind of stuff get you fired too.
Right. I guess when I look at it, and I'm okay. So here's a perfect example. I'm looking at a guy like Clancy Pendergrass. Holy smokes! Oklahoma, Houston Oilers, Dallas Cowboy, Cleveland Brown, Arizona Cardinal, Kansas City Chiefs, was California DC. Bro,
Clancy got a good pedigree, bro. He got a great pedigree.
And you an analyst.
So you know what happens? Because guys get fired, they lose. They leave their job. You don't know how their contracts are written. You might have a contract written that the school still got to pay you unless you, but you can't. They got the right not to pay you if you get another D-line coaching job. Stuff like that happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Jawan said, somebody said, this the best coaching staff he had. Yes, and mainly because I don't want to sound like a hard hater because I'm not. He's a real good dude. Yeah, but man, I'd never seen bruh, put it like this. Dudes I've seen get gone for less. Right. I mean, and you know me, I'm old school, man. Damn all that nice stuff, man. I'm trying to win.
You gotta be stopped, dog. You gotta be stopped.
No, man, like I say, I've been saying that from the first two games I ever saw. I'm like, who the hell is this damn linebacker coach? I mean, damn, as a linebacker coach, you should be pissed off if people getting 400 yards. They wasn't running no extravagant runs. Shit, they was just coming right in the middle in Colorado. That's a slap in the damn face.
Bro,
let's just be real about it. I apply Prime. Shit, I mean, that's what you do. That's what leaders do, man. Prime, he out here, hey, when we do, I might have to move him up. I didn't realize that he got let go. So shit, I thought Marv was the DC and he was the linebacker coach. But when I read it, oh no, he got a demotion. Hell, he had the boy he had dudes on the bench that ended up being his best players. I don't know where they do that at.
No, bro. I just
and someone said problem started ahead of the table. Juan said that. I just personally feel like this is the best coaching staff that he's put together. Coach Prime said, and I agree. I agree 100%. Mm-hmm. So because coaching does make a difference, especially in the Big 12, where it ain't always about a gap in talent. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, bro. I just hope they can stop the doggone run, bro.
Yeah, because that's always been the problem. It might be too late. They still may not stop the run, but I guarantee that they'll be better against the run than what they were. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
Another thing too, think about it. They haven't run the ball effectively. So when you know this because you're a coach.
Mm-hmm.
If we never every practice we going up against a team that throws the ball and they do all this, how good can your run really get? You ain't never going up against
it. Brother, God almighty, bro.
Coach Hayes is done for words. I mean, what? This a first.
Because I want to see them succeed. I really want to see them succeed. It's just in my heart. You got to stop the run.
I mean, this ain't no new. Even when they went 8-4, the teams that beat them that year, They all ran down their throat. BYU. I know they lost to BYU. I can't think of the other team, but they all ran it down their throat.
Bro, it just I don't know, bro. I'm just
so it ain't no hey, Coach Prowner got to stop the run. They got to be able to run the ball. It's that simple.
A true story. That's a true story.
It's just that simple, bro. If he stopped the run and run the ball, he could mess around and get over the 6-6 you're talking about. But let's see what their schedule's like. Let's have a real conversation about their schedule. That's gonna tell us where we at.
Right. Hey, I'm gonna show you something that's funny. Hold up. Hold on. I'm gonna show you something that's funny, man. That when I used to talk about the run game, right? And they were like, Coach, well, I'm gonna see if I can pull this up right quick. Hold on. I just had the thing too. Oh, gone it. Here we go. All right. This was them mad at me when I talked about Colorado.
Yes, Kansas and Devin Neal ran through them. Correct. He's right about that. Kansas State ran through them. Those are 3 losses I remember.
Who did?
The year that they went 8-4.
Okay. Here we go. Check this out. Now, this is when I was talking about the run. They were like, but Coach, I was like, look, Colorado stopped the run, man. But your tone, Coach. Watch this. Ice Baby. I love you, Coach Hayes, but you're starting. Then he says, the tone, man. You're a tone. You're in a battle. Do you think a soldier said, excuse me, sir, can you please hand me some more bullets? This is what I'm talking about. We're talking about the tone.
Not a game. We talking about practice.
So let me retone it for you. Hi, this is Coach Hayes. And I just want to be the first one to tell you that the Colorado Buffaloes have a problem with the run. They've given up an average of 400 yards per game. Now, here in Boulder, Colorado, where the mountains are beautiful and the sun shines bright, but our defense give up 400 yards every damn night. I feel like today. Get that crap out of here, man. Ice Baby. This is what I had to go through, dog. And I got tired of it, dog.
No, you were wrong, man. I mean, the bottom line is, it don't matter what level of football you on. If a bitch run for 400 yards, you're gonna lose. That's on Pee Wee. That's in the pros. That's in college. That's in high school. If a dude run for 400 yards, you can't win that game, bro. You shouldn't.
I'm just saying, dog. Hey, coach, your tone. No, they just stop the run. And if they can't stop the run, bro, if they can't stop the run, like any team, it ain't just them. This is any team. Like
right, it ain't them. That's what I'm saying. That's any team, no matter what level. Bro. That's football 101. You have to stop the run first. Period. That doesn't change no matter what level you playing football. Like the Cowboys, they can't stop the damn run. So people running down their throat. Right. It's just what it is.
Like here's a perfect example. Bro. Arizona State last year, 42-17. Arizona State put up 580 yards, 355 rushing, 355 rushing. Right?
That's tough.
That's just Arizona State. I'm just pick a game from last year. Utah, 53-7. Let's see here. 422 yards rushing.
That's crazy.
Bro, Colorado had 38 yards rushing. Like, let me see here. Pick a team. Let's pick one. Hell, let's pick Wyoming. Right? Yeah, I literally take the word. Wyoming, right? Wyoming ran the ball 165 yards. There you go. There you go. Let's see here. BYU was close, 24-21. Let's see what happened. 200 yards. See the difference? 200 yards. That's still not. I mean, that ain't crazy, but that ain't 400. But but look how you play.
They don't have to. They don't have to get somebody. If they can keep a bitch under like 250, I think they're gonna be fine.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
But that also means they got to commit to the run a little bit. Sometimes
you got to. And one thing I'll say, shout out to Law Dog. I gotta give him his credit. He had me in the Discord. He looked at the go offense. He was running the ball. Now they run. It looked like they think it's pass. It's primarily a run thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
the only thing in the go, he gonna find one receiver that's his guy. Usually whoever's in the slot, that's gonna be his guy. You gotta remember, he ran the go at Pitt when he had Jordan Addison.
He was offensive coordinator at Pitt?
Mm-hmm. Shit, he offered a side at Pitt. That's how I knew him.
With Narduzzi?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yes, Narduzzi's a defensive guy.
Right.
But when Jordan Addison had that breakout season, he was the damn OC.
Really?
Then he left and went to Texas.
See, that's why I say this guy got time on task. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I'm confident that, like you said, the offense is gonna be fine because they're gonna run the ball a lot more than what they did. Like, even like he ain't gonna just abandon the pass and they did in the run like in future years. But if they can't stop the run, it ain't gonna matter.
Oh, I didn't know that, man. And what was the name of that coach that was the head coach over there, man? What was that coach name, man?
They were.
He came from Michigan, light-skinned dude. He became the head coach at Howard. He was an O-line guy. He was at Howard. Remember, he got caught up some kind of scandal. He only cussed the kids out or some craziness, man.
From Howard?
Yes. Oh my God, bro. What was this dude's name, man? What was this dude?
Man, let's go down this schedule. Let's go down the schedule, man. Let's see what they're talking about.
Above it. My bad. I thought we did already. That job trash. All right, here we go. I'm gonna find it out. Let me close some of these tabs before I burn my computer up.
Right.
I forgot about this. All right, let's go down this and then we close out. And I'm sitting here looking at the light-skinned dude right now, bro. He was at Michigan, bro. All right, here we go. Starting the year off, they go to Hot Atlanta, baby. 8 o'clock kickoff on a Thursday, September 3rd, against Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Talk to me.
That's an L, bro. That's definitely an L. If they win that game, they're gonna have a hell of a season. I'm telling you, because Georgia Tech gonna run that thing.
Okay.
If they can hold Georgia Tech running, if they can do that, bro, they're gonna have a great season. Real talk.
Okay. Weber State.
That's a win. They'll blow them out.
Y'all follow along in the chat now. Y'all go ahead and throw it in the chat too. What y'all think? Wins and losses. Put the name in there. All right. At Northwestern.
I think that's an L, bro. Let me just say this for the record. Northwestern is probably one of the nicest facility-wise schools I've been to. Northwestern, I went there this year on the bus trip. Northwestern, man, they got some talent over there. That's all I'm gonna say. And they probably have one of the best views of any program in the country. And Chip Kelly, Chip Kelly is
$800 some stadium right on the water, right?
oh, bro, like what they did was they built like they indoor they weight room or right on the lake, so they can look out and see the lake. People can drive
Right.
up, but and then of course they got a good stadium. So like Northwest, and they got that Big 12, Big 10 money, so they're gonna be all right.
Them boys spent $800 million on the stadium. A lot of mercy. All right.
Yeah, they got it. Like I said, Chip Kelly is their damn OC.
Chip Kelly?
Yes,
Really?
Chip Kelly's the OC.
Hold on. He left Ohio State. He went to the league, right, with the Raiders, right? And he got fired.
Yep, I think he back as the OC. I met him when he was working out when I met him over there.
Oh boy, pain freak. All right, here we go, man. We got Northwestern. You said that's an L. Baylor.
Could go either way. Like Baylor's coming in. I think where's the game at?
At Baylor.
I don't know, man. I mean, I would be interested to see what Baylor's run game is. I know one thing. Baylor gonna have some. I know Baylor gonna have some good ass linebackers. They got your boy from Apopka, Trayvon. So okay. I mean, I'm gonna go with Baylor. We'll go with Baylor because it's. I might would have took Colorado if it was in Colorado. So I'm gonna say 1-3 right there.
So they 2-2 right now. You said Baylor for the win. I mean Baylor. They would lose to Baylor.
I'm going Baylor for the L, but if you want to go Baylor for the win, we can do that.
This is your pick. Let's see if your numbers match.
I mean, if you want to go Colorado for the win, we can do that.
No.
Baylor quarterback.
Texas Tech.
All right.
No bring.
1-3.
So yeah, we're 1-3. They only beat Weber State. So I'm
still going with Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. So they lose to Texas Tech.
They lose Tech. So let's have a conversation. 1-4. Do you think
1-4.
They keep Prime? Do you think they keep Prime?
Of course.
All right, cool. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I think they should too, because quite frankly, I just hope they play well in those games because that's a tough schedule, by the way. But go ahead.
The only way, here, can I say this? The only way I don't think they keep Prime is if they mutually, and they're not going to say this, well, they probably will say this, they mutually part ways, but they're going to let them finish the season. But they're going to have that talk. And that means they already have their eye on a person, because that's, in my opinion.
Well, some people say that person is Brendan Marion. A lot of people said he's the coach in waiting, but that's a whole nother story.
Because I'll say this, sure, all of a sudden, after your boy Rick George decided to retire and become the damn personal assistant to the president, and then they bring in a new henchman, he ain't got no allegiance to Prime.
No, that's how I go. We'll go ahead.
Exactly. Okay, so Texas Tech, Utah at Colorado.
Utah told that thing, so I'm gonna go with Utah. And the thing is, Utah brought in. They kept the defensive coordinator as the head coach. All he's going to do is ground and pound and ball control. So I'm gonna go Utah.
Right now, you're on a 4-game lead.
Do you agree or disagree with that?
I totally agree. I don't know if they're gonna stop the run yet. Yes, I agree.
Right.
I'm gonna do some research on Virginia. I want to see Virginia Tech. I'm gonna go look at some of their games from 22 and 23 or whatever it is. I don't want to see how they play defensively. But anyway, Colorado at Oklahoma.
So they got to go to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma State.
I'm gonna say they win Oklahoma State.
Okay.
I'm gonna say they win Oklahoma State. I think Oklahoma State, because Oklahoma State, that's gonna be a shootout. That's not gonna be a defensive game.
That's what it sounds like in your backyard right now, a shootout. What do you must live in the hood. Where's all those sirens going on, guy?
Man, I'm over here in the Corey Pop area, I mean, I don't know where they're going at this time of night.
They're going to that black, gold. Coming to the stage. Oh, my bad. All right, here we go. Number K-State at Colorado.
I'm going to give K-State. I'm going to have Colorado beating K-State. New coach. Well, let me say this. It all depends. If K-State let my boy Joe Jackson run the ball, they're gonna beat Colorado. But I just don't. I think K-State, one of their problems, they're busy trying to get Avery Johnson off. So I don't like. So that's the reason why I would go with Colorado. They need to go and stack the box and let's see if Avery can beat them. Throwing the ball.
Okay. All right. Next is Colorado at Arizona State.
I just think that's going to be coming out. I think if he ain't hurt, I think of Mario Miller. My money on O. I know O. O going to want to put that hammer down on him, and quite frankly, I don't think there's anybody. They got a DB on their team that can stop O, and that's just being honest. So I think O's going to want to put the hammer down on him, just like Jordan Tyson wanted to. I mean, they're going to want to give it to him. So I'm gonna take and it's at Arizona State, so I'm definitely gonna take Arizona State.
Okay.
And Arizona State put that money into the game a little bit.
And it's at Arizona State, so they got home field.
Right.
All right, next one.
I'm gonna take Arizona State.
Them Houston Swangers in Boulder.
If they can win if they're gonna beat any one of the top teams, it would be Houston. I'm gonna go ahead and give them Houston. I'm gonna give Houston. I'm gonna let, if it's in Boulder, the question now becomes: do they quit? Do the players quit? Because if the players quit, then Houston gonna beat the brakes off of them. But if they play, they got a shot again. Because Houston struggled last year. I was watching the game. They struggled against the run. You know how ESPN will show you. They played somebody, Oregon State, and they struggled against the run. And so if Colorado can tote that thing, then I'm gonna be looking at Colorado. Plus if the rookie quarterback start, like if I'm always go against a defense with a rookie quarterback.
I'm just looking at Houston put up 209 yards rushing, 220 passing last year, and beat them 36-20.
Believe it or not, they was in the game. So I watched that game. They was in that game.
Yeah,
so I
into the second half, into the third quarter start, it was 16-14 going into the half. Houston came out and scored 10 points, so it's 26-14. Going into the fourth, it was 26-14. And then, Colorado was done with it. All right, let me go. Let me see here.
I'm gonna give you this. The game's in Colorado, right?
Is in Colorado, yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna give them that one.
All right. You said they got Houston. All right. Then you got Colorado at Cincinnati.
I'm gonna give Cincinnati that. I just don't see them winning on the road. Like last year, they lost all their games on the road, right?
All of them.
Yeah, I just don't.
And right now, hold up. Right now, you got them basically losing the Georgia Tech road game, losing Northwestern road game, losing you said Baylor? Yep, road game. Oklahoma State, you got them beaten. That's a road game. So maybe they can get a one win.
And that's a toss-up. I'm going to give them a toss-up because, to be honest, that's a game it can go either way. It depends on what's going on during the season.
Okay. All right. Then you have, I said Cincinnati already. Yep. And then you have UCF at Colorado.
They should be UCF, man. I'm sorry.
They should be UCF.
Everybody need to get fired. They should be UCF, man. I'm sorry.
So now, Your record prediction is 5-7, and I said 6-6, and you said how many games? You said 3 or 4.
No, I mean I'm throwing in extras, man, because my boys, because I got some guys over here, but to be honest, if we gonna be real about it, I don't know if they'll beat Kansas State. I don't know if they'll beat Kansas State. Who I got them victories with?
So you got them beating Weber State, Oklahoma State, K-State, Houston, and UCF.
I don't know if they'll beat K-State or Houston, but they'll beat them other 3. So, like I said, they'll be, if they can't beat them other 3, it's gonna be a real long season.
If they can't beat who?
Weber, UCF, and who else I have?
Well, you have Weber State, OK State, K-State, Houston, and UCF.
Okay, if they can't be OK State, Weber, and UCF, then it's gonna be a long season. Because the reason I'd say OK State, they're gonna throw the ball. Weber, they should beat them. They may lose to Houston. That's just being honest. I don't know how good Houston. I think Houston's gonna be good, but one thing about Houston, they will lose a game they're not supposed to lose. They've done it historic for the last 20 years. And then
they played Oklahoma State last year. Oklahoma State was so bad. Oklahoma State had 77 passing yards, 70 rushing yards, right? But here's the sad part. Colorado had 471 total yards. They only had 33 rushing yards, dog. And 430.
I'm saying, man, like old boy is a good coach. Eric Morris is a good coach, man.
No, I get it. I'm
Eric
just saying.
Morris is a good coach. We almost there out of it because that quarterback is good. That quarterback is damn good. Like to be honest, it put like this. I just don't see them toting that thing. But if it turns into a pass on a game, Eric Morris, I wouldn't put it past him. So yeah, I'm gonna go, man. I'm gonna go. To me, I'm gonna say 4-8. I'm gonna take back the Kansas State. Well, shit. Man, I'm telling you that Houston is one scared me too. But I'm gonna stick with them against Houston because Houston always give up one. But I'm gonna take back. I'm gonna have to go with K-State because if K-State running down their throat, I know Joe Jackson. Joe can tote that thing now. Joe, if you look at Joe's last 4,
Jackson whipped ass. He got a big belt.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So I forgot about Joe when I was just thinking about the quarterback because the problem with Joe and the quarterback, they work well together because when he get a handoff, because one thing about Avery, that bitch can run. So when he get a ball to Joe, if you're all running him and he hold that bitch, it's a touchdown. The band is playing. So yeah, I'm gonna go 4-8. I'm gonna go 4-8.
All right. Well, I'm stuck with my 6-6. Listen,
I would tell me
76
wins you got. 76 wins you got.
I just got 6-6, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No. You got to give me your wins, man. You can't be that guy. Tell me who you got winning. You call 6, so which 6 you got?
I got them beating Weber. I got them beating. I got them beating Weber. Weber State, actually. UCF. UCF should not be that bad, bro. Baylor.
Okay.
Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Maybe they can
right now, every game you name, is yeah. They can win all those games.
Yeah.
You said Baylor.
I said Baylor.
You got 2 more.
I know. I don't really know, dog. I'm just wishful thinking, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just want to. I
want to go 6 too.
Listen, I'm hoping.
So I'm hoping if we're gonna give them wins, if we're gonna give them 6 wins, they got to be Kansas State, they got to be Baylor, they got to be Oklahoma State, they got to be UCF, they got to be Weaver, and who's that 6th game?
Okay, here's what I'll say: if you can go into Oklahoma State and beat them, I don't want to say convincingly, but competitively, right? Where it ain't a blowout, but it's a good 10-point to 13-point in. That'll bring you into a home game against K-State, which may give you some momentum. Right? So you could sneak a K-State without injury, though. Nobody else getting like beat up decent. That could get you into Arizona. I don't know Arizona's quarterback situation. If they would have had Sam Arizona State, excuse me. If they would have came to Arizona State situation, I don't know their quarterback situation right now. I don't know. I just got 6 dubs for them, dog. I'm wishing them the best, bro. And then my thing is, maybe they could slip in Northwestern.
That's good, man.
No, I'm gonna go with Northwestern too. Maybe they could beat the Northwestern early because it's only week 3. By that time, they wouldn't have had a chance because they can hide some of the go-go in the Weber State. Depending if Georgia Tech jumping on their head early and pounding them out, pause. It may not reveal a lot to come back and beat another non-conference game. And I got to give Georgia Tech, Colorado credit. You playing 2 big teams out of conference, and you didn't have to. Georgia Tech and Northwestern. You know what I mean?
Oh no, you kind of had to because when they scheduled Georgia Tech, and Northwestern. If you looked at that schedule when they scheduled them, shit, them was wins.
Oh, well, possibly.
They were struggling.
They were 50-50 game because both of them was bad back then.
Right.
So I don't know, man. But AG, let me do this, dog. We're not gonna take no calls tonight. I had the phone open, but we're not gonna do it. Already. I gotta take care of some stuff. Like I said, maybe I'm gonna get out of town, but we will be doing the Kane show tomorrow. Bro, appreciate everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming in, man. It's my man right here, AG, off in the building. Like I said, yeah, man, we have a good time. Like I said, we're not here for a long time, but we're here for a good time. It's good going through this. So every week when I think the ACC is up next, but whatever it is, we'll do these kind of previews and go through this stuff. Thursday, we're gonna be breaking down film Thursday. So stay tuned. Get it part of the Discord. Love, I need that $4.99, brother. I need you in the Discord with me. You there every day, peeping through the window. All you gotta do is come to the door and turn the knob. Come on in.
Who's that peeping in the window now?
Nobody now. You understand me? Yeah. So be a part of this joint, man. AG, thank you, man. Y'all hit the like, share, subscribe button, as well as notification bell. And AG, any last words? We about this joint.
Hey, nothing. Hey, man. Hey, y'all just go out there, man. I expect a good season. Y'all have fun. Hey, only thing I say is call your teams out early, because everybody, start choosing teams like week 3, week 4. Hey, everybody. Next time we get on Coach Hayes, I want everybody to put their team in the chat.
Nah, we finna start that college fantasy. I want to see how many of y'all gonna get them Colorado players, and y'all Kane fans. I want to see. They be talking that Kane. I'm a Kane fan. When it's time to put that money up, who they be going to get for quarterback and running back and the defense?
Hey man, they trying to win.
So guess what? Their mouth ain't saying what their heart really feel. That's what
Amanda says she an NCCU Eagle. I respect that.
Oh, yeah.
North Carolina Central. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, no, I thought it stood for not close Carolina University. It's not close.
See, Amanda, that wasn't me. That's him. But you got to remember, he went to the HU. Ain't that correct, Coach? The real HU.
The real HU. My home by the sea. Amanda, you know I'm just playing. I don't want no problem. I was really just playing. I'm sorry. I apologize. She know I love her to death. Matter of fact, we're going to all be down at the Pitt game. So y'all come on down to that Pitt game. Miami and Pitt in the Rock. And she said, Coach, I got you, sir. Yeah. And listen, y'all come on down, man. But, man, y'all join the fantasy, and we're going to make it happen, man. AG, $1,000 fantasy get you 10 stacks at the end. What's up?
Yeah, man, I can't put my money on no other kid. I'm just telling you, I can't. Ain't no way I can lose because, hey, you'll have me at some kid house I'll be like the boys in Miami at the little youth game. Somebody got to get it. I lost a stack, so no, I won't bet on no kids. I won't do it.
All right, how about $25? Get you
I get you. I come in for 20, but I can't do it because I know too many kids. My stuff will be personal. Like I'm gonna get my son. I'm gonna get Cedric Baxter. I'm gonna get Joe Jackson. I'm gonna get guy like so. Yeah, mine will be real personal.
Hey, might win.
That's
how people do a lot of numbers.
Yeah,
they want their kid birthday, their mama birthday. That real personal. And then when they become a millionaire, they don't want to give nobody the money that they use their birthday to. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes.
That part.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna get up off here. Hey, neck bone, jump in the Discord. We'll talk about it. Hold tight, man. Hold tight one quick. Hey, Jim, roll this off. Don't hang up. So, with all that being said, I do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Come on in, hang out with us. Don't be a stranger. Come on in this joint, man. Hit the like, share, subscribe button. We're trying to get 100,000. We just short of 46,000. So we got a long way to go, brethren. We need your help. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And we up out of this thing. Peace.
My dog.
Somebody pass me my damn cane juice up in here, man. God.
Yeah, you need your cane juice, man. No, that